I'm out here giving you free money. And where is the Batman? He's at home washing his tights. Hello, I just wanted to thank you for clicking on my video, and I wanted to let you know not only do I create content on my YouTube channel here, Class in a Glass, but I'm also on Twitch where I play single-player games, multiplayer games, I do movie reviews, cartoon reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Also, it would be a big help if you can check out my Patreon where you can gain access to audio commentaries, reactions, and the ability to submit questions for my podcasts and videocasts. And all that content can be found in the links below. In the meantime, enjoy the video. Where's my goddamn partner, Murtaugh, chat? That's what I'm asking you right now. So I can either pass off as Mel Gibson, chat. Either I'm Mel Gibson from Lethal Weapon, or I'm a lumberjack. Or I'm any person from the 1980s, chat. Anyone from like 1980 to like 1989. I could pass off as that kind of person right there. I think I'd say. So I got a mixture of things. I got a mixture of things, chat. But here we go. Here I got the denim. I also got the denim jeans, baby. I'm going out. Look at that. Got that denim jeans too. I got everything, chat. But there's one thing that must go. Deadpool, welcome to stream. One thing must go, chat, and that's this beard. I won't be able. I also looks a good look. Thank you. Actually, it's not that bad looking. I look good. I could have fucking rocked this, chat. I could have rocked this in the 1980s. I would have been amazing. I need that poof. I need that poof, chat. Keep the beard. Keep the beard. No, I got it. It has to be removed, chat. A promise is a promise, chat. And I said I'm gonna remove it. It makes you look like a lumber. It does. So this needs to go. In order for me to look like Mel Gibson, chat, I gotta get rid of this beard here, okay? So we're gonna go ahead. Exactly. So here we go, chat. Oh my lord, I got like a little container for the beard hairs here. All right. So let me go ahead and get my boy Mel Gibson, chat. As you can tell, I'm gonna look just like him. Let me get that man. Let me get Martin Riggs from Lethal Weapon. Let me get that flannel. I look nothing like him. He's got that poof. He's got that hair poof. I need that hair poof, chat. I look like the TV show guy. That's who I look like. Look, the boss. Thank you so much for the 10 minutes. Chris, you have all the women from Montana and Wyoming wet ready. Yeah! Hell yeah, I do. I look more like the TV show Martin Riggs. Mel had a lot of hair. Mel had a lot of fucking hair, chat. God damn, he had a lot of hair. Hold on. Let me get it up. Let me get it open. Lethal Weapon. Martin Riggs. Let me see. Give me that. Where's that? Let's see. Here's that picture. There it is. There it is, chat. I couldn't grow as much hair as Mr. Gibson. I was unable to do that, chat. However, I can still at least I did it. At least I could say I look like Wilfred. I'll take that. At least I could say I fucking did it. Oh Lord! Oh, look at that little nice little drawing. But now, let's get my boy Mad Mel up here, chat. Hold on, come here, you. Yes, the same exact character. Nailed it. I'm a man of my goddamn word. I'm a man of my goddamn word. But I'm going to give you a nice screen so you can see every hair follicle, chat. There you go. Got me right here. Actually, I'll put my Sonic one on there. There you go. I'm right in the middle. Right in the goddamn middle, chat. Got the chest hair open. Got to get a little chest hair in there, too. Got to get a little chest hair in there, too, chat. Here you go. So the beard is a-going, chat. We're going to start. We're going to go up. We're going to go this way. This is how we're going to do it, chat. I'm going to see what I look like with some mutton chops. We're going to have some fun, chat. We're gonna have some fun. Ooh, baby. All right, here we go. We're gonna start off. Get my thing underneath here. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, shit. Oh, there you go. Yes. I'm just gonna do patches. Oh, no! It's happening, I told you. Yes. I'm gonna get... Excellent. Yes. It's going well so far. I have to use the screen. End of an era. Yeah. Ooh, I'm not used to feeling my skin here. This is great. This is amazing. I'm not bleeding. I gotta. There we go. Yeah. Ow, it hurts. Ow. There you go. That's my new look. You like mutton chop? Look, I'm Wolverine. I'm like shitty Wolverine now. I'm the best at what I do. And what I do isn't very nice. It's not nice. Oh, God. Ugh. All right, let's keep going. Keep going, chat. Oh, my Lord. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that side's pretty much done. That side, I got a nice long, ooh, look at that long sideburn. I'm going 70s, chat. Look at this. I'm going to get this little... Yeah. Oh, come here. My other hair's so long. The mustache, huh? I look like a dad. I look like a redneck. Oh. I look like a goddamn redneck, chat. Mm-hmm. Chris, you look like you blast. Born in the USA. I got David Harbour. I do look like David Harbour more now than ever. Creepy Uncle Chris. Looking good, man. Thanks. Woo! All right, and I get this right here. There you go. Love my sideburn, chat. Sideburn looking good. Sure, I gotta get my mustache now. Uh-oh. Oh no, the battery died! Oh no! I got the hair all over me. Oh no! I need to. Oh! Oh no! No, I technically should. I'll be right back. I gotta go. I gotta put like a new battery in here. Uh-oh. Oh no! I'll be right back. We got it, Chet. I got it back. Hold on. The thing, I have to use my old one now. Oh, shitty. Ah, there you go, Chad. I look like a young man. I look like a young man. There you go. I look nothing like Mel Gibson. There you go. Whoo! I look pure. Ah! So pure. Actually feels kind of good. It's kind of good. I look younger. I look younger, Chad. I got a baby face. I'm Riggs. I'm basically Riggs, right? There you go, Chad. 10 years younger. That's right. Mm-hmm. I'm going to call you Christopher Williams. I'll take that. I'll take that, Chad. Look at that. It feels good. It does feel good. Look at that. Oh, I got a little bit of stubble, too. Still got a little bit of stubble. So I'm going to let it grow. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Ah! You just watched a man shave on stream, Sirius. Now give me money. Babyface Juicy has arrived. I am here. Thank you, Glee, for the 50 biddies. Babyface Juicy. I know you don't look too bad. Don't look too bad, Chad. Not bad at all. I like it. And look, Chad, just like our man, Martin Riggs. The equivalent. I look nothing like him. But we had fun along the way. We had fun along the way. Thank you, FJ McAllister. Thank you. Well, what's Koki's link? I want to check out Koki's link here. What we have. Where is it? Koki, can you repost it? Ronnie, good to see you. That's your Chicano kid, good to see you. I look ready to fight Corey. Yes. No. I don't know about that. Work and play no play makes. I think I look more. I do look like more. That's who I do look like. Here, Chad, look at this. Jack Nicholson. I look like Jack Nicholson from The Shining. More than Martin Riggs. look more like him. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's who I really look like here. Hold on, let me get the, let me good picture. This is who I do look like. I don't like anything like fucking Mel Gibson. Yeah. Here we go. We're gonna show this off. Yes. I just go as Jack Nicholson, yeah. Hold on. That's who I look like. Daddy! That's what I look like. Just swap the shirt. It's pretty much the same goddamn thing. Dead on, yep. Just switch the jacket colors, and there you go. I have. Let's see, Cokies. Much better. Yes, you did me right. you did me right, Cokie. I appreciate this. Yeah, I like. Actually, Milky's for a fucking beer for Lethal Weapon looks good. That looks good. I love it. Here. This is Cokie's latest masterpiece, chat. Mommy. Okay, enough with me. I can't do it, chat. Yep, that looks a lot better. Mm-hmm. Should have stuck with the beard, chat. Hindsight's 2020. In the arms of a hedgehog, where it holds your boob come. Oh, well. Here's Johnny. And I'll puff, and I'll blow down your... What the fuck that was doing? I'll blow this house down. I can do some Jack Nicholson quotes. I can definitely do that, Jack. I do that. Change the costume, chat, last minute. I can be Jack. All streaming and no play makes Chris a dull boy. He cuts his beard off and pretends to be Jack Nicholson. For now, your brownie farts. Oh, my Lord. You got the look, but you sound more psychotic. I suppose I do. There you go. Giant Elman, thank you for gifting 5 subs of incredible support. Thank you. My beard, thanks you. What's left of it? I got a vacuum here afterwards. It's all gone. It's all gone, chat. Here, I'll do one of Jack's monologues from The Shining. Hey, chat, we can't do Martin Riggs. That's fine. We'll just do some Jack Nicholson. That's fine. The Shining quotes. Yeah. How you doing, Danny? It's fine. That's right. I'm not gonna hurt you. I just want to bash your goddamn brains in. Wendy, darling, light of my life, I'm not gonna hurt you. You didn't let me finish my sentence. I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. There you go. White man's burden, Lloyd, my man. White man's burden. I'm awfully glad you asked me that, Lloyd, because I just happen to have 2 20s and 2 10s right here in my wallet. And I was after there, we're gonna be there until next April. So, here's what. You slip me a bottle of bourbon, a cool glass, and some ice. You can do that, can't you, Lloyd? You're not too busy, are you? There you go, chat. Have you ever danced the devil in the pale moonlight? What? This is something I say to all my prey. I don't know what it means. I just like the sound of it. There you go. Use the other hair to make your new beard like Jack is too young. Cut off my hair and put it on there. Ducking Henry, thank you so much. Oh, my Lord. I like you, Lloyd. I always liked you. You're always the best of them. Best goddamn bartender from Timbuktu to Portland, Maine. Or Portland, Oregon, for that matter. Here's to 5 more miserable months to the wagon, although the irreparable harm it has caused me. Where does he get those wonderful toys? There you go, chap. Thank you guys for all the support. Thank you, Ducking Henry. Thank you again, Giant Elfman, for all that generosity. Appreciate that, guys. Ducking Henry with the 100 unicorn biddies. Well, that's fucking peachy. Thank you. We can do a beard auction. Here, Chet, here's what's left of my beard. Here is my beard, Chet. Right in this box right here. It's where I keep it, Chet, with all my hopes and dreams. There you go. Oh, Chad. Yeah, not bad. Not bad, Chad. If I do say so myself, it's not too bad. It's pretty good. Yeah. I do look younger. I have to admit. I got the baby face. I do. Oh, it's a little emote. You can do a little emote and then do the biddies. That's how you can do it. Yeah. What else we got here, chat? Words of wisdom, Lloyd, my man. Words of wisdom. I love it. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Yes. Just read all these. Oh, here it is. Here's the book. Here's it goes. Little pigs, let me come in, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin. Then I'll huff and I'll pluff and I'll blow your house in. Oh, women can't live with them, can't live without them. Am I right, Lloyd? Of course, Mr. Torres. Scaleating at 50 biddies. Thank you so much. The unicorn biddies, another very generous gifted sub from Ducking Henry, my man. Oh, chat. I appreciate you. Who knows? Who knew I would be going as fucking Jack Torrance and not Martin Riggs? Who would have thought, chat? Who would have thought? Let me get another picture of good old Jack here, chat. We're going to keep on going. I'm going to milk this. I'm going to make shaving this beard worth it, chat. That's what we're going to do. Ducking Henry, thank you for another 200 biddies of incredible support. Ronnie Harthands, thank you. Thank you, guys. Oh, Lord. Hair of the dog that bit me. That's what I want, Lloyd. Yes. Give me another picture. I wanted to show off. Oh, here it is, chap. I found it. I found the picture. I got it. Here it is. He's got a little bit more of a, well, 5 o'clock shadow than I do now. M. Savior, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Look at that. All that support for me. Isn't that grand, chat? Chat, light of my life. Here we go, chat. Here we go. We're gonna fuck. I'm milking this. I don't give a shit. We're doing it. I just found out who I really am. I'm not a hero. I'm a villain, chat. Sooner or later, you live long enough to see yourself become a villain. Oh, there it is, chat. Yeah. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Yeah, give me that. I'm nailing it, chat. We got it here. Oh, shit. Stizzy Man, M. Xavier. Good to see you, Stizzy Man. How you doing? I discovered that I'm not Mel Gibson. I'm Jack Nicholson from The Shining. Oh, Ducky with another 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Oh, here we go. Give me a goddamn monologue. Have you ever had a single moments, thoughts about responsibilities? Have you ever thought for a single, solitary moment about my responsibilities to my employers? Has it ever occurred to you that I have agreed to look after the Overlook Hotel until May the 1st? Does it matter to you at all that the owners have placed their complete confidence and trust in me, and that I've signed a letter of agreement, a contract in which I've accepted that responsibility? Do you have the slightest idea what a moral and ethical principle is? Has it ever occurred to you what would happen to my future if I were to fail to live up to my responsibilities? Has it ever occurred to you? Has it? Oh, you know what you're saying? Oh, my lord, somebody get this man an agent. I'll take that right now, along with a drink. Man takes a drink, a drink takes a drink, and a drink takes a man. I gotta do it, Brian. I gotta do it. Oh, my lord. What else? Oh, my God. What other lines do they got here for good old Jack? How do you like it? How do you like it, Chad? Thank you guys for all the gribbles. So, leave another 50 minutes. Jack hype! Jack Nicholson hype! I was born to play the role, chat. Here you go. Oh, my God. A lot of this is repeated lines. God, I'd give anything for a drink. I'd give my goddamn soul just for a glass of beer. Oh, Lord. What else? Oh, chat. Wendy, let me explain something to you. Whenever you come here and interrupt me, you're breaking my concentration. You're distracting me. And it will then take me time to get back to where I was. You understand? Yeah? Now, we're going to make a new rule. When you come in here and you hear me typing, okay, or whether you don't hear me typing, or whatever the fuck you hear me doing, when I'm in here, it means that I am working. That means don't come in. Now, do you think you can handle that? I love that. Yes, alcohol is your friend. With a knife. Because Cole came out of Leon with that. Oh, I can do Leon. I can definitely do Leon now. Hold on, Chet. Yes. Definitely, I got it, Chet. There you go. There's Leon. How does he fucking wear the hair that way? So distracting. Yeah. There you go, Chet. Woo! Hey, Chris, you and Corey should go as Batman and the Joker. I can do that. I can do Jack's Joker. I can do a lot of Jack's lines. Never touch another man's rhubarb. We'll do some Joker. We'll do some Jack Joker lines. Jack, goddammit. Jack Nicholson Joker lines, chat. He's going to be one of those streamers who lose their mind in every video. I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it right now, my friend. That's just how it is. Here we go, chat. Some good quotes. This town needs an enema. Hello, Vinny. It's your Uncle Bingo. Time to pay the check. And he fucking throws that shit. Oh, we got to get hype, chat. We got to get hype right now. I apologize. I owe you a hype train song. As my plastic surgeon always said, if you gotta go, go with a smile. There you go. Oh, been dead once. It's very liberating. Good line. Yeah, another rub of another man's rhubarb. That's the line. That's the line. Wait till they get a load of me. You are a vicious bastard, Rotelli, and I'm glad you're dead. I'm glad you're dead. There you go. I can do Jack's laugh pretty well. I can do that goddamn laugh. Oh, my Lord. Ducking Henry, again, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you for all the support right now, guys. Let me go down the list and thank everyone who's been so fucking kind to me. Ducking Henry with the 100 bits. Giant Elfman with his gifted sub. Glee with the 50 bits. Ducking Henry with 5 gifted subs. M. Xavier with another 5. Got that right there. Ducking Henry with another 200 bits. Glee with another 50 biddies. Oh, what we got, Chad? Ducking Henry with another previously 5 gifted subs. Giant Elfman with some gifted subs. Well, thank you. Thank you so fucking much. Appreciate that, chap. Oh, God. Trying to think of any other quotes. He's at home washing his tights. Do that. And where is the... No, what's this like? I'm out here giving you free money. And where is the Batman? He's at home washing his tights. There you go. I got it. Oh, my Lord, chat. I hope you're loving my Jack Nicholson impression. I'm going to keep doing this for a while. I'm like a young Jack Nicholson. Actually, man, it feels really smooth to have this. It feels really good, not going to lie. I was concerned it was going to be like super white underneath, but it's all consistent. I'm consistently white, chat. Consistently pale. Not too bad, chat. Not too bad at all. Yeah. You want beef. You want beef. You want beef, Batman. Oh, Lord, chat. Well, there you go. There was your Jack Nicholson. There was your shining performance. That's who I really look like. Not fucking Mel Gibson. All right, now let's see how many polls you owe now. I probably owe quite a few polls, Mr. Ayers. Put it on my tab. Your money's no good here, sir. I appreciate you, Lloyd. One of the best bartenders in the world. From here to Timbuktu or Portland, Oregon. Hell yeah. My fish score goes back pretty fast. Yeah, I'll get it back. I'll probably have probably take a month for it to go back to where it was, but this looks good. This is actually pretty good. I don't mind this at all. I like a chat. And I could do Jack Nicholson for the rest of my life. Oh, my Lord. Though I am going to take off my denim jacket. This thing's fucking hot. I'll keep on the flannel for now, chat. I'm going to keep on the flannel for now. Oh, it's 50,000 worlds. Ooh, it's a lot of worlds. A lot of worlds, chat. But let me dispose of my beard hair. Can I put it back on? Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, chap. I will be right back in a second. I'm going to dispose. Can I sell this online? Can I sell my beard hair online? Think I can do that, chat? I might be able to do that. Someone will buy this. Someone will buy this beard hair, chat. Someone will do it. Oh, my Lord. Oh, when does Chris make out with a naked lady and then realize the lady's decaying? Like that. All right, my friends. I'll be right back, chat. Stick around. I gotta put my I have to actually my shaver. My new one is not a battery power. It's I can plug in the wall and charge it. So the charge was running low. It's too much hair to deal with, chat. Hair of the dog that bit me. But I'll be right back, chat. Please stick around. We're gonna move on to my class in a glass questions. I'll be right back. See you soon. Chat. Welcome back to the stream. For those of you who join me for the first time, or the first time during this particular stream, I have shaven my beard. It has been shaved off, chat. And an attempt to look like Mel Gibson from Lethal Weapon. But I realize that I do not, in fact, look like Mel Gibson from Lethal Weapon. I instead look like Jack Nicholson from The Shining. Which is fine. It's like, this worked out better in hindsight. Yeah. I love it, chat. I look 10 years younger. I look a lot younger, Joe. Go to babyface. Everyone's going to be asking for my ID, chat, when I go to buy alcohol. I don't get asked that anymore, chat, but now, as a younger-looking man, everyone will be asking me for that ID. And I'll be like, I am a 30-year-old boy. A 30-year-old man, not a boy, though I may look like one. I look like a 4-year-old now. Yay. Your subscribers are going to be confused now, like, who the fuck is the bearded guy? You have this emotes, and no one's going to know. The emotes are... They don't make any sense anymore. The Given Soul, welcome to the stream. I mean, actually, it looks good. I look good with the long hair, though. The long hair with the without the beard looks. It's not a bad look. Not a bad look, chat. It'll grow back. That's true. No, I'll get that soon. I'll get that soon, chat. But yeah, honestly, it feels kind of nice. I got that 5 o'clock shadow too already, so it's good. It's good, chat. Thank you, Given Soul. Thank you. Thank you for the compliments, guys. Woo-wee. All work and no play makes Chris a dull boy. It does indeed. Oh, my Lord. Working the ranch all day. I have. I'll wear this flannel. Actually, excuse me. It's appropriate because, you know, some of the movies, our characters are wearing flannels. Chat. All these films are set in the goddamn 80s, and that was a very popular fashion. So it feels appropriate for tonight, chat. It feels good. But before we get to those horror movies tonight, chat, we're gonna do a vote on which ones you want to watch tonight, chat. Probably get to at least 2 out of the 3 tonight. Maybe we'll save the other one for later. But as I said before, on the docket in terms of horror films, got The Evil Dead, original 1981 Evil Dead, followed by The Day of the Dead, chat, George Romero's 3rd chapter in his Dead series, chat, and then Chopping Mall, which is about a series of security robots that look like R2-D2 mix of Cylons that go on a murder spree and hunt down horny teenagers. So it should be fun. What did you do to Chris, Dan Aykroyd? What? It's me, Newsy Ducky. It's me. I'm Chris, not Dan Aykroyd. Oh no. Oh God. Oh Lord, I can't wait to have all the new. I mean, no, it's Jack. It's not Dan Aykroyd, Newsy Ducky. It's me, Jack Nicholson. Yeah. Oh my Lord, Jack. Thank you for putting up with me. Oh no, you get away from me. It'll grow back. It'll grow back. It's gonna happen. I just gotta get an axe. Yes, give me that. Give me that. Give me that. It'll be perfect. Oh my Lord. Oh, somebody save me, looking ass. Well, that's a Smallville reference because Clark always wore that. That's it. He always wore flannel, always wore plaid shirts. That's right. Somebody save me, chat. But now Silent Chop Mall, that is a walk back to yes, it is, man. Might be fun to do it. I mean, we might watch it tonight. Chris Torrance here, Jack's little brother. I checked me at a Mario theme party. I saw this thumbnail and had to hop in. Really saw the what the actual fuck. Yes, Isaac, I have removed my beard. I've cut my beard, chat, and here I am right before your eyes. Looking not too bad. I was worried about, like, oh, I'm going to shave my beard. I'm not going to like it. But this doesn't look too bad. And I'll let it grow back, chat. But I'm digging this so far. It's cool. No, please don't give me Jack Nicholson. Do know Bobcat Goldthwait stream? Hey. Hey, yeah, well, goddamn right. I do. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Please follow, subscribe. Do I have Jack Nicholson sunglasses? Not matter of fact, I do. How you kids doing? Let me see if I can find a good old picture of Jack of sunglasses. Shouldn't be hard. He always has them on. That's right. Let's go ahead and see what I got. Aw, chat, here we go. I got it. I nailed it already. That's a handsome-looking devil of a man. That's a dog of a man, chat. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. All right. Goodbye, Mr. Torrance. It was a pleasure talking to you. Good-looking guy in his own way. I like that. But let's get the king in here, chat. Woo-wee. It's like looking in a mirror. Yes, indeed. Oh, my Lord. You're twins. I know. I could be his son. That's right. Jack Jr. over here just talking to my stream, my chat. Good folks. Donating to me. It's very kind of you. Making me a living. Who would have thought playing video games online would be so fucking successful? But I appreciate you, chat. Glad you're enjoying the content. You can't fool me, Dan Aykroyd. All right, let's see if I look like Dan Aykroyd. Let's see. I'm going to type in Dan Aykroyd and flannel. The Jack Nicholson comparisons are absolutely true at this point. But let me see Dan Aykroyd vodka that comes up first. Flannel. Let's see. All right, there's one. Okay. It's all right, fair enough. There's one with John Belushi. You know, if I kept the mustache, it would have worked. It would have been, I would have had it. Here you go. Get that in there. Look at that. See, if I had the mustache. Kinda. He's got that pop collar and everything, Chad. He's got. I need the glasses, though. I need my George Lucas specs. Just grab your beard and some glue. It'll be perfect. It's an easy fix. My hair's a little too long. My hair is too long now, chat. Can you believe it? Oh, my Lord. Chat. It's never easy. It's never really easy for us now, is it? I'm going to bring back Jack Nicholson. Let's bring back good old Jack Nicholson. I'm going to type in Jack Nicholson flannel and see what comes up. Jack Nicholson flannel. You're wearing something. It's just pictures of The Shining. That's all it is. Oh, this is a good one. But we create a monster. I can't help myself now. I'm sorry. I've gone down the rabbit hole of finding pictures of Jack Nicholson here. Got some good stuff. Just looking confused as hell. That's fine. God damn it. The picture's so goddamn big, I can barely move it over here. All right. Just. Seriously, Dan Aykroyd this whole stream. Perfect. Oh my God, when I'm old, I'm going to look like Jack Nicholson, which is not too bad. Ladies, if you like Jack, you got me instead. So if anyone was like jerking off or beating off or, you know, doing their thing in The Shining, chat, here you go. Chris Torrance at your service. That's thumbnail. Just there you go. It's all in the attitude, Chris. It is indeed, John Elfman. I agree with you. I agree. Oh, Lord. Thank you, chat, for indulging me. 10 out of 10. I respect that. I respect that, chat. I might wear this on stream now, chat. This is kind of comfortable. I like it. A lot of room for the chest. So I'm going to show off to everyone in the chat who likes that kind of thing. But now, my friends, let me toast you for putting up with me. So Martin Riggs was a failure, chat, but Jack Nicholson was a good backup, if I do say so myself. So if I can always go, so I have the option, chat, later on in a future Halloween, I can pull off a hell of a Jack Torrance or any Jack Nicholson character, which will work out good. But shall me go ahead and raise my glass to you, or my bottle to you. May the wings of liberty never lose a feather. You're shaking the pillars of heaven as we speak. Cheers and salute. Thank you for being here with me tonight, chat. Oh, my Lord. Do you see if 37% more creepy without the beer? Exactly. Exactly. I'm a little creepier now, chat. That's true. I will admit that. I'll admit that. Dan Aykroyd, Jack Nicholson hybrid. It's like if you took me, beardless, combine me with Dan Aykroyd and Jack Nicholson, you get this new version of Chris. You're welcome. Thank you, chat. Thank you. But now, my friends, we got to go ahead and get to the next portion of the show, which is me answering my very generous patrons' Patreon questions, chat. If you happen to be a Revanite or a Juicy Gangster subscriber, as you'll see, oh, Ross, no, it's the OnlyFans, but that's the wrong one, Chris. I'm sorry. But if you go over to Class in the Glass, subscribe at the 2 hours, 2 levels, chat, Revanite Juicy Gangster, you ability to submit those questions. And I've got a lot of questions today. Shit ton of questions, chat. I'm going to try to get through all of them, but if I do not, we'll definitely save them for next week, and I'll read them there, answer them there. Me without my glass. Is that Jim Belushi? Why not John? Really, you're going to give me Jim Belushi of all people? Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. I'll take Jack Nicholson. I'll take Dan Aykroyd. Just don't give me Jim Belushi, please. Please, for the love of God. Don't give me Jim Belushi. Please. That's the one I'm like, all right, I draw it there. I draw the line there. Jim Belushi's the ultimate insult. Yeah, I was like, geez, that was cutting. Izzy Ducky, you were mean. Oh, my Lord. All right, chat, let's get to these goddamn questions. before you compare me to more people, say I look like other people. The first question, chat. First question is from Thomas Lee from Ace Rock, the Body Rock Don't Stop. I don't know if Mr. Ace Rock's here right now. Who is this guy? Where's Bloody Friend Major? It's me, your friend Jack. How you doing? Good to see you. Can you give me a bit of the hair of the dog that bit me? I'd appreciate that. The Mel Gibson, the Martin Riggs outfit did not work out well, Bloody Friend Major. So quickly realized I look like Jack Nicholson. So thank God I realized that was the case. I was like, oh shit, I can still make this work. I'll make it work tonight. But yeah, man, shaved, feeling smooth, as fresh as a baby's bottom. Well, actually, not really. It's still hairy, like a really hairy baby's bottom, but still pretty good. It feels good, man. I thought I'd be cutting myself for like nicking, but no nicks whatsoever. Not a single nick. The color looks good as well. Like it's not like, oh, I thought it was gonna be super pale underneath the beard. It's like, no, that fucking sunlight got there, Chad, and it looks very natural. So I'm very happy about it. A grown-ass baby's bottom, indeed. But Bloody Friend Major, always a pleasure to have you here, man. I hope you're doing very well. Good to see you, and happy Halloween to you, Chad. Well, it's almost on. We are like less than about 10 minutes away from Halloween, which is very exciting. But now, my friends, let's go ahead and get to these questions. It's the least I can do. And thank you again for all the generosity today, too, Chad. I really appreciate that. But now, Chad, Thomas Leaf. Ace Rock, Body Rock, Don't Stop. Question. You are about to enter into a fight to the death with your mortal nemesis, and you can choose one of 2 weapons. Which do you pick and why? You may choose between a knife, a big fuck off. He describes the knife, chat, as a big fuck off shiny one, or a baseball bat. Well, the thing is, it's an interesting scenario. So because I would ask questions at this point, because like maybe certain weapons are better in different scenarios or locations. I mean, if we're squaring off in like an arena or something, right? You know, and we already know where each other are, and then it's like I would take the baseball bat. The baseball bat is like, I can fucking whack him. I hit him. I can get the knife, and because it's a big ass fucking knife. Like, how big are we talking at this point? Is he gonna throw it at me like just on this is a machete that he has? Because in that case, that's a little different. I mean, it's hard to think of like if we didn't know where each other were. You know, and then maybe I'm able to hide and get him with the knife or something like that. But if we're squaring off in an arena, let's say we're squaring off in an arena, face to face, we know what's coming, I will take the baseball bat. However, if we are like somewhere in a, like, I don't know, a house or something, and he's around here, maybe I can hide, I would take the knife, and that's when I would take the knife. Depends on the setting, the scenario. But arena, baseball bat, house, knife. Let me know if I'm right, Chad. What would you take? Newsy Ducky, you look good, Jim. Looking young. I was reading that comment thinking you're going to be nice to me, and I was like, oh. oh, yeah. I forgot. You look good, Jim. That's how I would go with chat. That would be my choice. Baseball bat, arena, house, or like hiding knife. That's what I'll go with, chat. Let's say it's like big ass knife. I would say like a kitchen knife now. You hit him where it hurts. Exactly. But now, chat, we'll move on. That's the only question. Thomas Leaf, Ace Rock only submitted one question, chat, and you have the ability to submit. I mean, up to 5 questions, but he wanted to submit one. I hope you liked that answer, Ace Rock, Thomas Leaf. Thank you for your generosity. But now, chat, we'll go ahead. I'm so distracted with Jim. Sorry, Chris Belushi. We'll go to Vanispheres, chat. Vanispheres. I'm reading these in the orders at which I've received them, chat. So now we're going to go and answer Vanispheres' question. Here he goes. Let's end the month of spoofs with something truly terrifying. Kingdom Hearts. Oh, God. Movie question. Kingdom Hearts is one of those match made in heaven sort of franchises where you take the innocence and nostalgia of Disney games with the epic story and characters of Final Fantasy to make something that's beloved by millions. There have been movies that have the same level of synergy with an amazing cast, strong crew, and a director that just knocked it out of the park to create something surprisingly good. Personally, I think of things like Avengers before finding out that Joss Whedon is a monster. Raiders of the Lost Ark and Batman Begins. What movie can you think of that has that surprising match made in heaven synergy and created something truly special? There are several films that I often think of. A lot of them comedies, funny enough. But 2 of my favorite comedies of all time, actually. One, I would say Shaun the Dead and Hot Fuzz, chat. I think I might like Hot Fuzz even better than Shaun the Dead, but I love both those movies. Those are both better than Sexes on the DT scale, chat. But it's that trio, I think. And there are various friends that they bring in, other supporting actors. But it's very much that trio of Edgar Wright, Simon Pegg, and Nick Frost. And they were firing on all cylinders in those movies. The writing was so smart. The editing was fantastic. The performances of both Simon Pegg and Nick Frost in either film I thought were really good. I love the settings. I love the genres they were dissecting, whether it be the horror genre, the zombie subgenre, or like in Hot Fuzz, the action genre. Those are movies I can just watch all the time. Like, I have no problem. There's always something new in the background and just funny. I mean, just every other scene has an iconic line. But those two, I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of World's End, personally. It felt like a very mean film. And I really just didn't like Simon Pegg's character at all. And there was I never got a sense of camaraderie between anyone. I think there was too many characters in the movie, and I never got a sense of anyone's friendship. I know that's part of the movie was like, well, they're all have gone their separate ways. They're not friends anymore. But at the same time, it's like I just felt that was missing. I couldn't connect with anybody. Where even though you can say like Ed in Shaun the Dead, and we talked about this recently on Discord Discourse, like he's kind of he's lazy, and he can't hold down a job or anything. But I think he's still a really good friend to Shaun. He tries his best. He's there for him. And that's what works about that character so well. And so, yeah, where in The World's End, Simon Pegg's character, where Simon Pegg often plays the straight man in both movies. He does funny stuff, of course, but he plays the straight man too. Nick Frost's his character in Hot Fuzz. Now they switched, and now Nick Frost is playing the straight man. It didn't work for me. It didn't work for me. Thank Bloody Frame Mitch of 5 gifted subs. Thank you. And Vanispheres, thank you with a 200 biddies. I donate bits. Only a Manderville man can. Thank you, Vanny. Good to have you here, my friend. And Bloody Friend Major again, thank you so much for the generosity. Where's Sean? Hello to you. Recognize me. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate that. No offense, we do kind of look like Jack Black, too. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I gotta think of some iconic Jack Black. Jack Black's actually in one of my answers. He's in one of my answers. That's fine. Jack Black's talented. I'll accept that. Oh, my Lord. Pennywise. I know your secret. Your dirty little secret. Thank you so much. Who are the people who got that generosity of Bloody Friend Major? Xylon, Honey Bunch of Oats, Corey Doug, Mamoth, and Ashtray Bitch. Very nice. Oh, the shaver. Thank you. Man, it's feeling good. It's actually feeling really good. It looks better than I thought it would. I was like, oh, shit. Not bad. Jack Black and Jim Belushi. If Jack Black and Jim Belushi had a love child, chat, you're looking at him. Oh, my Lord. We just got to start making all the white, just got naming white guys. It's like, you look like that white guy. Fair enough. We do occasionally look like School Rock Jack Black. Okay, I'll accept that. I'll accept that one. Don't be talking about my bow tie. Cocaine Love the World's End. The Cornell trilogy really shows the range of Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. It's such a roles they can play. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of that movie. I was so excited for it. I was like, yeah, I just don't like any of these characters. Yeah. I just didn't dig them, sadly. But I love those first two movies. Like I said, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, fantastic. Some of the best comedies. That's in like those two movies are in like my top 10 comedies of all time. I can watch those anytime. I own both of those films. So goddamn good, chap. And John Elby kind of look like this bearded streamer named Chris Herman. I could see that. I get that a lot. Actually, I don't get that anymore. You look like Jack Belushi. I'm a combination between all of them now at this point. I'm an amalgamation, abomination. But yeah, that's one of my answers, chat. Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. Also, another comedy. I have several comedies up here, but Tropic Thunder. One of my favorite comedies of all time. Obviously directed, written by Ben Stiller, who also stars in the movie. But you have the main trio of Ben Stiller, Robert Downey Jr., and Jack Black. You have a fantastic supporting cast, and Nick Nolte, and Danny McBride, and Brandon T. Jackson, and Jay Baruchel, and some of the other actors, Matthew McConaughey, fucking Tom Cruise. And, it's a movie within a movie. What I think is so funny about these actors who are all a bunch of crybabies, and they all have their various ways and, all various problems and issues and ways they approach their roles. One's a drug addict. One's an idiot. One's a method actor where he surgically altered his skin pigmentation to be a black man. And it's the kind of film I don't think we're ever going to see again. Like, I think that's the last time where they legitimately had, like, a white actor in blackface. And people, for the most part, I felt like were okay with it. Funny, the big controversy about that movie, like, wasn't Robert Downey Jr. in black. He was nominated for a fucking Academy Award for it. But I think what worked about it is that he's like an idiot. He's a moron who is playing a character in blackface who thinks it's okay. Because it's for his acting. Which is, I think, why that works so well for so many people. I'm sure people did complain about that and they had issues with that, but I think for the most part they did a good job. But I remember the thing that people were really offended by is how they use the word retarded in it, where it was analyzed, it was critiquing and making fun of how you have all these actors or filmmakers that make movies about people with who are mentally challenged. And you had the character, Ben Stiller's character, I think Tug Spiegman, where he did that. He went for that fucking Oscar of Simple Jack. But Robert Downey Jr. famously said you went full retard. You never go full retard. Forrest Gump, he's ping pong champion, trumped the pants off Nixon. He's not full retard. Going on about Dustin Hoffman, Rain Man is like not full retard, but he's like Sean Penn. Went full retard, went home empty-handed that year. But it's a critique on the Academy's love of nominating actors who play those types of characters. That's what it is. And it's still really fun. Like, that's a big controversy. But again, you had all the incredible talent in there. You had some really good radio, another one. That's like, nope, didn't work. Didn't work for Cuba Gooding Jr. either. But you had all of these incredible actors. I mean, the writing was impeccable, so funny. Some really good action scenes. Even like Jack Black. I love his role. What's his whole thing? He's like, hey guys, I'll fucking suck your dick if I'll just just at the Tommy, I'll suck your dick. He's like, no. He's like, I'll work the shaft, massage the balls, and swallow the gravy. It's like, that line just gets me. It's so Tugger Nuts. That's right. They call him Tugger Nuts. Oh my Lord, so goddamn good. Tropic Thunder still holds up for me just now for the jump. I saw the movie 3 times in the theater. I loved it so much. That was the same year that Robert Downey Jr. also did Iron Man, so that was the year of Robert Downey Jr. Totally just revitalized his entire career. And there's nothing. That's just a really special comedy to me. You got to have a point. You got to have a point for stuff like that. People want so much about cancel culture, but I think people's standard for offensive comedy just rose. No more dumb racist jokes. I think for that one, it was just, but it was critiquing like people that think it's okay to do something that's obviously racist for the sake of art, and they were having fun with it. I think it worked, but I know that they're not going to do a movie like that anytime soon. But I really did and enjoyed the film a lot. Yeah, Luke the Boss, happy Halloween chat. Yes, we are 2 minutes into happy Halloween chat, or excuse me, into Halloween. Cheers and salute to you. Thank you for being with me. Ew, that was a perfect impression. Thank you. Oh, I am Jack Black after all. I should sing his goddamn songs now, chat. Oh my lord. What's his fucking band? What's his musical group? Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. I could do that. I remember, you ever seen the film, Jack Black's film, Bernie? It's not related to my answer, but I absolutely love it, chat. It's directed by Richard Linklater. It's probably my favorite Richard Linklater film, my favorite Jack Black performance. If you've not seen it, chat, it's amazing. It's impeccable. And he does this whole song, like he plays this seemingly like really innocent guy, and he's very religious, and he like, he runs the choir and the musical program, and it takes place in Texas. I think it's East Texas somewhere, Carthage, Texas. And it's based on a true story, like an actual guy. And I don't want to say too much because I want you guys to watch it, but it's really goddamn good. Matthew McConaughey was, Matthew McConaughey played the lawyer in the movie. And you also had, who was the, I'm trying to remember his, the older actress who was also in the film, who Jack Black was taking out at the time. God damn it, she was fantastic too. But there's this I'm trying to remember the Bernie song. I can't find it. Song from Bernie. But he has this, it's like almost a sing-along thing. Song from the film Bernie? Look it up. Oh, yeah, you're sing-along. Yeah, Jack, yeah, that's right. Let me get it correct. Love lifted me. It's really goddamn good. I don't think they have the lyrics out there, but I recommend watching that film, chat. It's excellent. Let's see, I'll check where that movie is on. I bet it's on a platform you guys can find. Bernie film streaming. I know I'm going on about this fucking movie, but it's really good. It is on Amazon Prime Video for free right now, chat. Go ahead, do yourself a favor, and check that out. It's IMD with ads, but you can watch it that way. Well worth it, chat. Great movie. Came out, I want to say, 2012. Really good. Oh, I'm sorry, DD Dark Sir, missing your bits. My apologies, sir. I was talking about Jack Black. Get it right. It's cradle the balls, stroke the shaft, work the pipe, swallow the gravy. Come here, everybody. Let's do this. My apologies, DT Darkslayer. Oh my lord. Don't forget Tom Cruise and the Fats. Oh, great. Oh yeah, Tom Cruise. That's also what kind of brought Tom Cruise back for a lot of people. So good. Les Grossman. Really nice. Oh, it's free on YouTube? There you go, chat. Do it. But let me continue on. Oh, yeah, this is some others. So Tropic Thunder, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz. Some other comedies, too. 21 and 22 Jump Street, chat. I mean, who would have thought that Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum would make such a terrific pairing? But you also have Phil Lord and Chris Miller revitalizing a kind of forgettable TV show in 21 Jump Street. About a bunch of police detectives infiltrate, like a bunch of police detectives who look far too old to infiltrate a high school. But they made a comedy out of it. And it was fucking great. And it also had great action scenes. And that duo is perfect. It makes me want to still... I love seeing movies with the two of them together. They have excellent chemistry. And I think those were like some of the first films, especially 21 Jump Street, where people are like, oh, wow, Channing Tatum is like really funny. And I want to see him in more stuff. He's a really talented actor, Chet. I want to see him in more things. I know they took some time off because of, I guess, for raising his kid or something. But I'm looking forward to seeing him again. A couple other things. I mean... Guardians of the Galaxy, I will say. Recently, obviously back in the news now because they have that new video game that's out. But, no, the MCU's Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, listen, I read Marvel Comics. I've read Marvel Comics in my life. But I was super unfamiliar with Guardians of the Galaxy. I think I knew of Rocket Raccoon and maybe Groot, I want to say. The talking tree that always says Groot. Outside of that, nothing. And you had James Gunn come in, who was known for a lot of weird, offbeat kind of films, everything from Super to Slither, a number of other things. And he embraced the craziness. I think that movie is very important for the MCU because then you start to see the transition from like, okay, now Marvel can start to do like really weird stuff. which I think was necessary. We can start incorporating different genres. And this was a Marvel comedy space opera. It worked really well. An incredible cast, and Chris Pratt as Star-Lord, Dave Bautista as Drax. I think this was also the first big movie. Listen, I know Dave Bautista had done stuff before he did Guardians of the Galaxy, but this was the one where it was like, oh shit, wow, he's really fucking funny. He's nailing this. Zoe Saldana as Gamora, and then you have, of course, the vocal talents of Bradley Cooper and Vin Diesel just going, I am Groot, but it works, and it made these really offbeat kind of D-list characters mainstream, like A-list characters for so many people. Opened up an entire section of Marvel that people weren't exposed to in the mainstream, and he did it really well. So yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy is one of those like, wow, this is something I think truly special. Do you know a Squirrel? I know a Squirrel Girl. I know a Squirrel Girl. Yes. I think I knew more about Squirrel Girl than I did the Guardians of the Galaxy. And a couple other ones, chat. Even it's funny, but I acknowledge it as the kind of film because Vanny actually, he mentioned some of the ones that I truly love, like Raiders of the Lost Ark. Like that's just like that perfect. Wow. You just nailed this. This is an iconic movie, or Batman Begins or something, or Dark Knight or whatever. But this one is like I'm a fan of this movie, but I don't maybe love it as much as some other people. Like, oh, it's a full price movie, really enjoyed it, but I'm not as obsessed with the franchise. But clearly, it hit something with a lot of people. They have a lot of affection for these characters. I think I know why. It's a combination of things. But I think 1984's Ghostbusters, chat. Like, I like the movie, but outside of that, I haven't really been. I'm not a super fan by any imagination. I saw the second one. I didn't, like most people, it's like, it's fine. It's okay. It's like a rental or something. And I've seen like a couple of the cartoons, a couple episodes of the various iterations, the real Ghostbusters, and then the extreme Ghostbusters, but I didn't like stick with it or anything. And I really disliked, the Ghostbusters 26. But I'm looking forward to Afterlife. I've never been like an obsessive fan, but clearly this franchise has struck a nerve with a lot of people, and they're very affectionate towards it, and they have a lot of love for these characters. And I think a big reason why is like it's about these scientists, these kind of schlubby-esque scientists being action heroes. And most of the time, especially in the 80s, like action heroes were Sylvester Stallone. They were Arnold Schwarzenegger. They were Chuck Norris. You pick a name out of hat, chat, a big action star during that time. That action stars were not Bill Murray. They were not Dan Aykroyd. They weren't Harold Ramis. But these guys were. And they were still schlubby, and they were fucking nerds, but they still saved the day. And there's a certain lines of dialogue where I'm like, oh, I understand why this appeals to people so much. I really get it. And they're in the elevators after I think they've caught the Slimer ghost, and they're looking at him, and he goes like, "What's that?" And Bill Murray's like, "Back off, man. I'm a scientist." And there's something about that. It's like science is cool, even though it's dealing with the supernatural and stuff. And so that clearly worked for so many people. Obviously with that quartet as well, and Ivan Reitman, directing it, of course. And then famously, what Dan Aykroyd, Hal Ramis writing the thing. Ivan Reitman along the way. Steve, good to see you, Steve. It's been a hot minute. Hope you're doing very well. Talking about movies that are like just struck a nerve people, that they create something that's truly special. I'm even naming things that I'm a fan. I like, but some of the people I know that they really truly love. So that's it too. Oh yeah, then the comics. I haven't read the comics. Need to wait and hear from the people I trust before deciding whether or not to see it. I'm going to see that. I'm curious about it. It looks good. I liked all the trailers for it. Looks really neat. And the last one I had, this is a really wholesome movie to me. It's kind of that childhood classic. It's the quintessential just child adventure movie, and it's the Goonies, chat. I mean, Richard Donner directing, of an all-star cast of child actors of the 80s, chat, whether it be Sean Astin or Josh Brolin or not Corey Haim, the other one. The other Corey, chat. Who is the other Corey? You know who I'm talking about. Not Corey Haim. God damn it. I always get him confused. Oh, Jesus. Corey Feldman. Thank you. Corey Feldman. Data, Chad. Short Round. Produced by Steven Spielberg. Some great, the villains are so much fun. You get goddamn Cypher. You got fucking Cypher, chat. Joe Pantoliano is one of the Farrelly brothers. So good. Yeah, I love it. What do you think of Monster Squad? I like Monster Squad. I don't think it's as good as the Goonies. I think one thing about it is kind of dated is that they say the F word. in regards to gay people quite often in that film. At least I remember they used that like a lot. And I was like, and I was like, yeah, this isn't. Nah, that's the one thing. But I still like the movie. I still enjoy it. But I think the Goonies is not fuck. They don't say fuck. No, I didn't say fuck now, chap. No, I think the other one's like, that's one thing that's kind of dated about the movie. But I still like the Monster Squad. I'm not gonna hold it against it. Be like, oh, and this why this movie shouldn't be shown anymore. It's like, no, it's just, it's a shame that they use that word so often in the film because it's like, come on, they could have come up with a better word. Gal Meth, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing very well. Good to see you. Talking about films that just truly special, where they had the right director, the right cast of people, that just kind of, there's like a little bit of wholesomeness to them, or just like, wow, it's hard to like some of this stuff is like hard to capture, gonna recapture. Like even when they did the sequel to Guardians of the Galaxy, which some people love that more, they like that more, the original film. There's certain things I like about that movie more than the original. Like Kurt Russell as Ego, I think is by far a better villain than Ronan. But I don't know, I just didn't feel, a lot of the characters, I was kind of annoyed by some of the characters in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Didn't like them. Where that first movie was like, wow, you fucking nailed it. Where Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, great movies, but I'm not a fan of The World's End. Or a lot of, Edgar Wright's more recent work. I didn't really care for it. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. I did like that. I did like Yondu in the movie. He was good. Fright Night. Fright Night's a good one. Fright Night's another actually. I actually like the remake, though. I even like the remake, which, I think I'd like the original one better, but I still like the remake a lot. I thought it was good. That was a good movie. I always hear going back, rewatching old movies and hearing them use that. I was rewatching Bring It On not long ago, and I'm like, oh my God, you speak that? Yeah. Yep. It's like, it's disappointing. But sadly, that was just the vernacular back then. Doesn't make it right, obviously. It's no excuse, but it's like, at the same time, it's like, that's how a lot of people talk. Even I talked about how growing up, Chad, like in middle school, like when we referred to something as stupid, we would call, oh, that's so gay. That's gay. And then it's like, but we're not saying like it's gay, but it's like, oh, I mean stupid. But we realize when you get older, like, oh, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a dingus for referring to something in that way. And you mature as a person. Well, you're supposed to mature as a person and realize that the behavior and word is obviously not appropriate to say it in that context. So, but yeah, and I feel like that's part of it, why they use these certain words like in these movies, because that's what everyone said back in the day. That was what everyone's saying that around you. And so when everyone's saying something around you, everyone then you'll inevitably say it. You may become a part of it, chat. It's tribalism. But now, move on to the next question from Vanny. Chat, it's going to be a long night. It's already fucking midnight. We got to get to these movies. Times they are changing. Indeed. All right. TV question. Growing up as a Disney fan, I love watching films like Robin Hood, Sword in the Stone, The Great Mouse Detective, and more. Looking back, though, I realized that I really didn't care for the Disney shorts, though, with the exception of the Goofy and some of Donald cartoons. I was more of a Looney Tunes guy when it comes to the animated shorts. I heard someone describe the difference in tone with these shorts as Disney being an orchestra with its careful attention to detail and more elegant approach, while Looney Tunes was jazz. You like jazz, chat? Oh, it's disregard of physics, emphasis on wacky violence, and character personalities being much more adult. Do you agree with this notion? And were you more of a Disney shorts kid or Looney Tunes? No, I agree with you. I think that's great. The Disney shorts, like, they can be exaggerated, but they did have like a certain level of groundedness to them. And I always think of like some of the Mickey Mouse ones in particular always felt fairly grounded to me, like those original ones. And I was like, okay, we're Looney Tunes. Yes, they're much more over the top. But to answer your question, I remember watching more in terms of like the shorts, on television, definitely more Looney Tunes for me. A lot of Bugs Bunny, a lot of Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, all that stuff. Other things like Tom and Jerry. Like I remember watching a lot of that. And I still watched like, some Disney animation. I mean, I watched DuckTales, I watched Darkwing Duck, of course. But I just remember, like, especially as a little kid, a lot of Looney Tunes. And not many. And I guess Goof Troop. I don't know. Now that I think about it, it's like I watched Goof Troop 2. I watched a lot of the Mickey Mouse. I watched House of Mouse. So I don't know. That's a good, man, shit. I'm trying to remember now. I feel like, But however, I will say, I'm like you, Vanny, I watched more of the Disney cinematic stuff like, you know, I grew up in the Renaissance era, chat, so I was watching Little Mermaid and Aladdin and Lion King and Beauty and the Beast and Hercules and stuff. I mean, that was my bread and butter. I loved all that stuff. Whereas, you know, live, like, you know, Warner Brothers Looney Tunes movies, not as much. I feel like there was not many of them either, except for shit like, you know, Space Jam, which is awful. I mean, you know, but you had Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which was great, but that was a live action animation hybrid. But yeah, that's it, man. Shit, and I'm realizing I watched a lot of Disney animation too. I guess both at the same time. You know, maybe not as much as the like 70s or 80s Disney shorts. I feel like I didn't watch a lot of those, where I watched all of the Looney Tunes shorts from the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, all that shit, 80s, all that, but not like the older Disney stuff. It was more of the recent stuff like Goof Troop and DuckTales and Darkwing Duck and House of Mouse. That was like the last I remember other than the Mickey Mouse shorts they got on YouTube, which are fucking brilliant. They're amazing. And they're done in that classic art style with Mickey just has all the black eyes and stuff. Looks like Steamboat Willie. I thought that's really cool. Man, the last one I remember watching consistently was House of Mouse. And like the last one I was like, what, Mickey's House of Villains. It's our house now. It's our house now, which I loved. There was that. Yeah. You ever see the horror movie See No Evil starring WWE wrestler Kane as the killer? I have not. I heard it's really bad. I have not, though. Heroes were constantly trying to kill each other. Oh, definitely. All the time. in Looney Tunes. That was the main premise. And this time, Daffy's trying to kill Bugs. Bugs trying to kill Daffy. Elmer's trying to kill everybody. Yosemite Sam's trying to kill somebody. The goddamn Wile E. Coyote's trying to kill Roadrunner. That was consistently the plot to all these things. Tom and Jerry trying to kill each other. That's what it always is. I used to watch the version of Looney Tunes when they were babies. I watched that too. I watched that. I remember. I know exactly what you're talking about. I watched that as well. Yeah. Joey the Jedi. Good to see you, Joey. Having big trouble in Little China, Chris. Oh, I know. I'm looking smooth. I guess I can pull off Jack Burton now. I gotta put a little bigger poof in my hair. A little bigger poof in my hair. But I can do that. Yeah, my hair is just too long at this point. Yeah, I need to get that. Yeah. That pompadour. Good to see you, Joey. And thank you for resubscribing because we've had a lot of gifted subs tonight, Chad. Thank you. 27 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Yeah. I've seen See No Evil. It's trash. I believe you. You know, Chris, nice Jack Torrance costume. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah. No, I know. I realized I am not Mel Gibson, but I make a good Jack Torrance. Oh, Lord. But we'll go ahead and move on to Vandy's next question. Video game question, Kingdom Hearts, while beloved by many, is an absolute clusterfuck. When it comes to its story, there are so many YouTube videos that try to explain the overall narrative, but even then, it's perhaps too much. You've talked before about your relationship with the series and how it just went all, huh? If you were to reboot Kingdom Hearts, how would you simplify the story while still keeping the overall spirit of the game's themes of friendship? I guess... I've watched documentaries about the story of Kingdom Hearts, and it's very common. You got to play all the games, not just 1, 2, and 3, like all the fucking spinoffs, like Dream Drop Distance and 297 over 7 or whatever, or 3.5. Like it's fucking weird. The naming scheme for these games is awful, and you got to play all these to understand it. Like they'll reference something, a big fucking plot point in one of the spinoff games, and you better play that game because you won't know what the fuck's happening. But I know myself, they got to deal with something like the Heartless, and you have different versions of the same character, and he's doing evil stuff. The other versions might not be doing the same things. They have their own motivations. I'm like, all right, okay, I get that. I feel like you just simplify the story. Like you have the main world, I guess, where all the characters can kind of interact with each other, go in between, and that kind of thing, and go back to their other worlds. So they're all aware of that. And you have the one where it's the King Mickey's world, where Mickey's the fucking leader. Not surprised there. And he does his thing. And you're a citizen of that world. And I would almost make it like kind of like the Musketeers or something. And you want to join Mickey's Royal Guard or Army or some shit. But you got to have a lot of heart, right? You got to have a lot of heart. You got to prove yourself, right? But then there's this evil wizard or some shit, spellmaster villains. The villains want to exploit that. They want to take over. And they find the Pandora's box of like very simple premise, Pandora's box of fucking evil, and they unleash chaos across all these different realms, and you got to team up with Donald you know, Mickey, or excuse me, well, Donald, Goofy, and I guess Mickey can join you, whatever. Because I know he's not always a part of the team. It's mostly Donald and Goofy. And you're doing your own, and you do your own thing. And I think I would just simplify, like, the whole villain. I'm like, I don't understand the villain's motivation or why he's doing what he's doing. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. So just have it be Disney villains. Have it be just be fucking Disney villains. Or maybe you create a new villain for the game. But let's, like, they're just like, we just want to conquer. And maybe he's like, I don't like Mickey's rule. I think these rules should be under better control. Like, simplify. But you have fun in these worlds and make friends and, you know, focus on these relationships. Like, that's what I would do. They've gotten way too complicated, I think, with the lore. Simplify it, but still have that whimsical storytelling and that really fun action RPG gameplay. That's just me. Thank you, Vanispheres, for getting us up to Lakota. That was so kind of you. Thank you so much. So I came back from going to a Halloween con, spent time there, then went to a local college for their live rendition of Evil Dead. The musical. Whoa, that's awesome, man. We might be watching Evil Dead tonight. I got my flannel for it. Feels appropriate, Chef. Feels appropriate. Yeah. Danny, good night. Enjoy Halloween, Mr. Jack Torrance Riggs Black. Thank you so much, Danny. Appreciate you. Have a great night. So I hope that answers the question, man. The villain, I think the villain in Kingdom Hearts, I'm like, I don't fucking understand his motivations and what he's about. Simplify that shit. Make it where he's like, no, these worlds need to be me under control. I'm going to use the villains to do that. Because Mickey doesn't need, there's too much diversity in these worlds, Mickey. They need to adhere to me and my evil plans. Everything needs to be in order. Man, make it a fucking Hitler allegory. Do that. Simplify it, Jeff. But now, we'll go ahead and move on to Vanny's second to last question. Yes. Content creator question. While the stories told within Kingdom Hearts are weird as hell, one thing I always appreciate about this series is that it took characters like Goofy, Donald, and Mickey, who I mentioned, and put them in darker stories, while still keeping their personalities overall intact. True. As a content creator, you have switched from the more lighthearted with your scene by scene breakdowns to the erotic with your only Juicy fans to keep Alex corporeal. Otherwise, he will die. It's true. To the stuff you do with Double Toastin'. With so many different platforms that you work on and with so much content requiring different versions of you, how do you maintain that Christopher Juicy balance that we all appreciate? So, for example, after you reading that intensely erotic Sonic fanfic, oh boy, do you have a process to get your zen back, or can you just flip a switch in your head and go back to regular event? Sometimes I do have that switch where I'm just like, okay, I did this, now I gotta do the next thing. I gotta record a commentary, and then I gotta do some erotic Sonic fan fiction reading. Check it out, I got like 4 or 5 new videos up there. I'll be posting more as well tomorrow, so do check them out. Got some Sonic and Rouge fan fiction, got some Ronald McDonald and Shrek fan fiction, and got some Metal Sonic with an attachment and Rouge fan fiction. A lot of good stuff up there, but I can turn it on and off if I want to. I've done it long enough where I can. But sometimes, listen, you're going to have to take a break. You're going to have to take a break after a long recording session or after a stream. Like, there's nights, and this is going to be one of those nights I'm just going to go, because I've been working all day today, recording stuff, rendering stuff, posting stuff, trying to keep all these platforms updated with new content for you guys, always trying to entertain you in some capacity, whether I'm online or I'm offline, chat. But I need to take breaks. I definitely need to take breaks. I need to decompress. I need to go for a walk. Like, even when I went over today after I did my Discord discourse, I was doing some commentary stuff earlier before, rendering things, editing some things. And I'm like, I'm going to go to the convenience store, but I'm going to walk there. I'm going to walk. I'm not going to drive because I want to get some movement. I want to exercise a little bit. And it was great the weather's starting to change. Chat got that crisp fall air. Still warm, but it's starting to get that crispness now. Whenever they're picked up my stuff, walk back, and it was good. I need that sometimes because I'll just go fucking crazy. Go a little stir crazy, chat. You don't want that. All work makes Chris go crazy. That's the last thing we need right now. So, but yeah, there are times when I can switch it on and off. I can go to erotic. I can go with, scene by scene and by scene breakdown. And I can go all the way to eroticism, chat. It's what you need to do sometimes. And also just doing this, just being very honest, be very truthful, down to earth with you. Yeah. But you got to take breaks. You got to take breaks, or you'll go crazy. You'll start to resent it. That's the one thing. You have to, even though it's like, I got to do this. You need to realize that you shouldn't do everything at once, everything one after the other, because you will start to resent it, and it'll make you not want to do it anymore. And so I was like, okay, I got to take a break. I have to do that. Sometimes I can't start when I want to because I'm like, I need to decompress before I do this again. It's kind of cool, but it is, Glee. It is. It's like, drop down. What's the temperature outside? Let's see. 55. Yeah, about 55 degrees right now when I was out there, chat. So I was like, ooh, I like that. I was like that. And now, chat, we'll move on to Vanny's last question. Music question. Kingdom Hearts is some iconic music, from simple and clean to passion. To Hollow Bastion. The soundtrack for each of the games are nothing short of stellar. One thing I really appreciated is that instead of remixing the soundtracks of the Disney films that Star travels to, we get mostly original scores. Halloween Town and Atlantica are definitely film remixes. Which of the Kingdom Hearts lands was your favorite music? Definitely Toy Story Land, chat, because it was their attempt to remix Randy Newman. It just sounded, and it just sounded like that the whole time. It's like, this is fucking perfect. Imagine that, but it's orchestral, chat. It's an orchestral version of Randy Newman singing, and it's fucking brilliant. It's like, but it's like, hustle. It's like this giant fucking choir just trying to mimic his fucking speech. And it's like, we're fighting the fucking darkness, Woody. Buzz, you're gonna join me? Hustle. It's fucking brilliant. So I really loved all what I played. Toy Story Land was incredible because I'm like, I don't think this is working very well. But I dug it. I dug the hell out of it, yeah. Season, last question. Do you consider the first Lethal Weapon as a Christmas movie? Yeah, why not? Why not? I mean, all of Shane Black's movies are Christmas movies. I'll do that. Same reason I Die Hard. I mean, it's a movie that happens to take place on Christmas. That's what it is. So, if you want to watch it on Christmas, more power to you. Stop. Stop before I offend more people. Well, look it up, Chad. That's what it sounds like. Look up epic version of Toy Story theme. Toys have hearts, because they do. They do have hearts. And I love them. I love them, Chad. Believe me, I'm a huge fan of the Toy Story quadrilogy. And by the way, Lightyear looks fucking awesome. I'm like, God damn, that looks really cool. I was shocked by that. I was like, wow. All right. Yes, that's right. I watch The Weapon, Die Hard every Christmas summer. Man, do it. I love both those films. Great movies in my opinion. I like Lethal Weapon 2 a lot as well. Might end up doing Die Hard 2, check, because that also takes place on Christmas. I'm not a big fan of Die Hard 2. I've not seen it in years. I don't think I've seen Die Hard 2 in like 15 years. I remember I was like, I don't like this movie at all. I might do a full-length video and audio commentary for it and a review. What did Jim say this time? Nothing, Newsy Ducky. It's fine. Nothing. But definitely Toy Story Land theme with epic-sounding Randy Newman choir, chat. That is my favorite theme. And Vanny Vanispheres, thank you so much, good sir, for being subscribed to my Patreon. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your generosity. I appreciate you, sir. And thank you for your questions. If you're sure to hear boom buzz, I could do that. I need that little dot right in the middle of my chin, though. He's got this, like, God damn, he's got a big fucking chin in that movie. He's like, Jesus. It looks like he's got a tumor in his chin, chat. Someone's got to help Buzz out. But now, chat, we're going to move on to Isaac Stevenson. He sent me, I think about 2 questions I want to say. Dat Chicken Wing in the chat. He's made his presence known before. But he's got 2. Kind of a local question. But PAX South just announced they will not be having any more cons for the foreseeable future due to the state of everything right now going on with the pandemic. With that, wondering if you have any thoughts or fond memories from previous PAX cons. If you've been, sadly, I have not been to any PAXs, whether it be PAX East or South or West or North or anything else. So I can't really say. I mean, I've been to cons. I haven't been to like many cons, but I've been to a couple cons before. I've been to RTX, which is Rooster Teeth's annual convention. I did that. I initially covered it for oneofus.net, which that opened my eyes. I'll tell you what, like I enjoyed part of it because it was cool to go to all these panels and see these things. It's like, little shorts and things and be able to buy these shirts I always wanted to buy, my Rooster Teeth stuff. When I was really in the Rooster Teeth. Like, now that I'm not into Rooster Teeth now, it's just like I just don't have the time to watch their content, but they were a huge inspiration for me, like along with Spill and Double Toasted and that kind of thing, to get me into working on my own content. So I owe a lot to them. Like the Achievement Hunter, I love their videos. It's like, it makes me want to do stuff with video games and comedy with video games and do movie reviews and things. And it was all this combination of these different creators. And Rooster Teeth is one of those big people. I really admire those guys a lot. talented bunch of folks. I just haven't been able to keep up with a lot of their content for the last few years just because I've been busy with my own, sadly. And which is so often what happens, I think, for a lot of content creators that love this thing, but now they can't watch anymore. You know, it's hard to find time. But I've been to those. But also, my other point I was going to say, it also let me know that I can't do that press coverage shit, like that red carpet's like, fuck that. That is some of the worst stuff because you can't have a conversation with those people. Like, you're just meat. You're just meat with a microphone sticking in their face, and you give you like a minute and a quote. It's like, what the fuck is this? And so that made me realize very quickly that stuff is bullshit, and don't do it. Don't do that red carpet stuff, Chad. I'm going to tell you right now. If you can instead do it where you can have a conversation with, if you have to have those people on, which you don't even have to, but if you have to, like, have a conversation with them, like a back and forth, like in a podcast or a video cast kind of setting. That other type, I'm like, new. That is new. That is bullshit right there. Already next year, I can go as Paul Bunyan. That's true. That's right. I can go as the brawny man. Yeah. So that's for me. I'm trying to think. Have I been to any other convention? I think that's it. I mean, South by Southwest. I can say I've been to South by Southwest, and listen, it's been fun. I was able to go to like a lot of places and get, like, I did the second year I went to South by Southwest was when I was really smart, and I managed to go to. I never paid a cent for like the 5 or 6 days I went to South by Southwest. All the food I got was free. All the alcoholic beverages I got was free. You just go to all these places, RSVP, boom. I ate fucking well. The only thing, you got all the screenings free. Got my ticket badge was free. Owe that to Chris Cox. Owe that to oneofus.net for doing that for me. The only thing I paid for was gas. That's it. Everything else, yeah, it was great. And the only bad thing about that experience is that you see movies with a festival crowd, and they're the kind of crowd that will they will clap over fucking anything. Random person in the credits. Yeah! It's like, all right, shut the fuck up. It's obnoxious. That's the only bad thing about that. I saw Baby Driver at South by Southwest the year it came out, and I was like, it was one of the worst theater experiences I've ever had in my life. Oh, they were so obnoxious. But this is now the smooth and juicy channel. Yes. Yes, it is, sir. No, it's the only ones I've ever been to. South by Southwest and RTX. Never been to any other conventions. Yeah, I mean, they're fun. I don't really need to like go every year, but when you can plan it out a little bit and you can go to all these places and stuff, that's good. But at the same time, like, I wouldn't be able to do it now because I'm working on so much content, so much stuff for you guys, and the kind of stuff that if people are covering South by Southwest, it's not the kind of content I'm interested in doing. I don't think you guys have any interest in it. Interviews and shit. Like, I'd rather just talk to a person. I'd rather have a conversation with a person instead of just going there and going, tell me this one thing that you've been asked 1,000 times. Like, that's not for me. It's not for me. So, yeah, it's just not on the cards anytime soon. But I've not been. But to answer your question, I've not been to PAX, and it doesn't look like I'll be able to go anyway. Sadly, I figured out who you remind me of. Don Connor from, or no, Dan Connor from Goldman's character from John. Oh, John Goodman's character. Oh yeah, from Roseanne. Yeah, I mean, I gotta put on like, I don't know, another 150 pounds, but that's fair. That's fair. I'm at Southwest, up the street from you, right, Dallas? What's in Austin? South by Southwest is in Austin. There's your nickname now when you get to be on the wheel. Baby, I'm a widow baby with my widow cheeks. Oh, Lord. Would I? No. Oh, no, I would never go to Cannes. I would, no. I mean, I know Kansas, and I'd rather go to France and shit. It's Kansas and France, right? Or was that in Italy? Well, no, I wouldn't want to go. Honestly, again, those festival crowds, like seeing a movie in a festival environment is just not good. You can't trust that audience. They'll clap for fucking everything. I don't trust them. And they're always so obnoxious. Doing like standing up, like giving standing ovation. Oh my God, for 7 minutes. It's like, all right, guys. I can't stand that shit. That really bothers me. Godzilla fan 90. I'm a Godzilla fan too, my friend. I am watching Child's Play. That's good. Oh, the like the original movie? Or like the new Chucky TV series. We talked about Chucky yesterday. Like first episode. Yeah, Widow Jimbo. No, who's ducking? No. Look like Wilson from Home Improvement? I'll allow it. I'll allow it, chat. So, Oh, that's why I'm not trusting the word of mouth. Just ghost person. Most of the responses are from fan festival screenings. Yeah. So that's a big thing. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan. I mean, listen, if you like going to these and you like that festival environment, hey, more power to you. Just for myself, I'm just not a fan. It's original, nice man. 88 classic. I like the original Child's Play. I like Child's Play 1, 2, 3, Bride of Chucky. The new Chucky series. The only one I don't like is Seed of Chucky. And I haven't seen the most recent VOD releases of the Curse and Cult of Chucky. And I like the new movie they did. I like the theatrical release film with Mark Hamill. I know, it didn't have Brad Dourif returning. But I was like, oh, this is a cool idea. And they feel like they went far enough with it, but I still enjoyed it. I still liked it. For the most part, the series is not pretty good. Solid chat, in my opinion. But now we'll move on to Isaac's next question. I want to ask this as one of the questions for Saturday's stream. I felt it like maybe it may be kind of throwing you under the bus. Well, go ahead, man. Take me. Throw me. If you haven't. So I want to both suggest and ask something. Friends have been throwing up their donation pages for the Extra Life Gaming charity event since it's happening next week. Was wondering if you have any plans to do a charity stream, or have you done them before? Would for sure like to donate if you have plans to do this on the 6th. Let me get the rest of this. If you don't like charity stream, so breakdown. No. To answer your question, Isaac. I have done charity streams before. I think about 3 of them. I want to say I've done 3 of them so far. But yeah, no, Extra Life is obviously a charity stream is a charity that I know a lot of gamers often donate to, and I'm happy to. I didn't know that that was a big thing that was happening right now. That's for Extra Life on the 6th. That is on a Saturday. Then sure, I will happily do that. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I can do that. I'll be next class in the Glass Cast, so. Yeah, it'll be good. I'll start at like around 9 or 10 p.m. Central Standard Time chat. We'll do class in a glass cast, and we'll do an Extra Life charity. No problem at all. I think I want to say I've done 3. And I think in most of them I've raised between either like $300 or like $700 for some of them. So I've done pretty well. I think I've done 2 for Color of Change, which is an organization. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember specifically. I think Color of Change, which was an organization that was bringing to light racial injustices in various communities. That was one that I did. I did another charity stream for Gamers with Disabilities, I want to say. And I think I did another one, which was for another Color of Change-esque organization. I'm trying to remember specifically. It's been a little while. It's been over like a year and a half, I want to say. But yeah. But I'm happy. I remember Color of Change. That's right. We played that Predator. Yeah, we played the Predator hunting ground. That's what we did that. I remember that. That was good. So yeah, no, happy to do it. Yeah, I'll do it next week. I've set up before, so I know how to do it. And if that's for, if that's for Extra Life, then easy to set up that. I think I've done one for Extra Life, possibly. Another one from. So that was the last question for Isaac. So Isaac, thank you so much for submitting these questions, sir, and thank you for being a subscriber on the Patreon. Appreciate your patronage. Now, we'll go ahead and move on to Thunder Lee Graves. That is Jacob. As we near Halloween and the end of the spooky season, I call it. I want to focus on some of the main songs on Ice Nine Kills' "Welcome to Horrorwood," the Silver Scream 2. Before asking questions, I truly feel that with both the Silver Scream albums, they are amazing. Love letter to horror, even if people don't like metal rock music. There's something there for fans for any of the films they pay tribute to. Listen and check out the Easter eggs they have in each song. With that being said, let's get down into the questions. A Rash Decision and Worst Vacation. A Rash Decision based off of movie Cabin Fever, and Worst with W, worst like German, Worst Vacation, based off of Hostel, or tributes to Eli Roth films. Eli Roth is an interesting writer and director who has his own fans. He does. Yes, he does. He also has a profound love of horror. Yep. As he has a documentary show, History of Horror, that looks at each subgenre of horror. Personally, I'm a big fan of his family. His family film, like A House of Clock, which I've always heard it's been great. I want to check that out. That's the one film of his I actually want to see. Knowing how you are not a big fan of Eli Roth, correct. What are your thoughts of him making his mark in horror with his film? So yeah, I've talked about Eli Roth before. I really dislike his movies, whether it be Cabin Fever or Green Inferno or Hostel. Some other ones that he's done that haven't been as successful. Those are infamous as those movies. My problem with him is he indulges in the tropes of of horror films that I just think are obnoxious, where it's like everyone is extremely unlikable. It's filled to the brim with torture porn or stuff that's just there to disgust you. Like you're just trying to get a visceral reaction from me. And it's like, that to me is kind of lazy. And it doesn't help that I just don't like anybody. So what you're doing to them is not even like, I don't care about these characters, but at the same time, it's just egregious. And so he's that kind of filmmaker where I don't get what people see in him personally, but clearly he has his own fans. He has a strong fan base that have followed him for quite some time, that enjoy his movies. So more power to him. You know, I'm not big a fan of him as an actor either. But I mean, I can only say, I mean, I respect him that he's been able to make a career out of what he's doing. Like I'm not gonna fault the man for making a living. And I haven't seen all of his works. I have not seen this family film, A Clock in a House in Its Walls. A house with a clock in its walls. And I want to get that chance because I've heard good things from people saying like, oh, it's actually a really charming family movie. And it has a good cast. Doesn't it have isn't it Jack Black and Kate Blanchett or something? So I was like, okay. That looks good. I want to check that out. But yeah, I'm just not a fan of his work as a writer, actor, director. But hey, listen, all the power to him for maybe able to get his own niche and to have a career. That's all I can really say about it. Yeah. I know he's making the Borderlands movie, which I'm very skeptical about. I would not have given him that project. I mean, Avi Arad's producing it, which is a big fucking warning bell going off in my head, chat, wee woo siren going off in my head about like, yeah, I'm not looking forward to that, but who knows? Maybe he'll knock out of the park. Maybe he's really passionate about this project and he'll do right by it, but we'll see. But overall, I'm not a fan. But hey, all power to him for being able to make a living. All right, chat. The shower scene. Based off the Hitchcock classic Psycho, the song focuses on Norman Bates and the infamous shower scene from the film. I remember when I first watched the film when I was 18, I was amazed by the story. There was a special feature on the Blu-ray of the premiere of the film back then in all black and white glory. Hitchcock proclaimed that the movie would be the most terrifying film of all time. Looking at the marketing for the film, has there been marketing for a horror film that has lived up to the most terrifying film or the scariest film ever marketing type of thing? Yeah. For me, probably it's different for a lot of people. For myself, it's Alien, chat. I know. We'll go ahead. I actually want to show you guys the original trailer for Alien, chat. In space, no one can hear you scream. And it's the images that they use and the sound effects that they use, chat. They actually repurposed some of these sound effects for the Prometheus show, which we talked about, I think, this past Wednesday when I reviewed Prometheus, my scene by scene breakdown for that movie. Highly recommend checking out that Prometheus trailer because unlike the film, chat, the Prometheus trailer is great. But let's look at that Alien 1979 trailer, chat. That, to me, was like, holy fucking shit. There was nothing like this before. It was so goddamn good. Let me get this up here. Goddamn ads, chat. Goddamn ads. We're going to go ahead and watch a little trailer here, chat. It's going to be great. Yes, indeed. All right, Jack. Move you over here for right now, buddy. Gonna get that browser up here so you know what I'm talking about, chat. Now, I'm not talking out my ass. Yeah. Boop. Go fund me for Crazy Beard. I need a new beard, Zodi. I need a new beard. Leap year reduction of the Borderlands movie looks good so far. The color is like the games. Well, that's good. That's gonna have that aesthetic. Swallowed by Jim Belushi. No. Oh man. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Goddamn ads, chat. These goddamn ads. Hold on. Oh, what is it? I made my what? Oh, here we go. Alien. There you go. That, to me, lived up to the movie itself. That's a wonderfully put together trailer, chat. The use of the... That gets me anytime. And they use, like I said, that same thing, that same sound effect in the Prometheus trailer. Cartoon Muppet, wow, this atmosphere as fuck, right? I already have so many placements. I'd say you should play some more ultras and talk about them. Oh, that's not a bad idea. That's pretty cool. Maybe in the future, definitely in the future, I'll think of a way to kind of structure that maybe into a certain segment, but sadly can't do it tonight, but I appreciate the suggestion. It's not bad. I like that, man. Jurassic Park Alien Cross over. Yeah, man, I generally forgot how old the movie. Yeah, it's 79, Chad. It's over 40 years old at this point. Alien is Alien's 35 years old. Yeah, 35. It's going to be 36 soon. Almost 40. Talking Henry. Welcome back. Stefan, good to see you. Look what I just walk into. Oh, you know. My little stream. Good to see you here. My best Jack Black. I'm an ass man. I don't know if I can do that. I'm an ass. I sound like Jack Nicholson. I can't help it. I'm an ass man. I'm an ass. I'm about the booty. Yeah, that ass. Was that Jack Black enough? I'm an ass man. Yeah. hope that worked. Oh Lord. So for me, yeah, that Alien is the one when the marketing sold what a terrifying movie Alien was, and lo and behold, Alien was a terrifying movie. It lived up. The marketing lived up to the hype, chat. It's a very well put together trailer. Such an iconic trailer that they literally used the same fucking structure and effect in Prometheus. It's great. Now to move on to the next question. Take your pick. Based off the film My Bloody Valentine. Movie celebrates Valentine's. I was never a big fan of the original, but My Bloody Valentine 3 is a guilty pleasure. With based off the holidays being not as common as I would like, I ask you, what would be your holiday horror film? No Christmas or Halloween horror movie. Aw. We have too many of this, but that's true. I feel like a Valentine's Day horror movie thrill will be interesting. About, a obsessive individual, unrequited love. I think that would that's always interesting to follow a character like that. Thanksgiving, Killer Turkey. I would do my own Killer Turkey movie, chat. No doubt about it. I don't know. Zombie pilgrims. Zombie pilgrims spread smallpox. That'd be big. 4th of July, definitely like super uber patriots that are just going around town. Maybe very much like The Purge, I would imagine. I think that would be kind of interesting to do that. Where the 4th of July is turned into a day of slaughter. Every 4th of July, we celebrate 1776. But a new revolution is at hand, and there will be blood. Like that, that's how I would do it. Thanksgiving, yeah. No, we've actually done I've done a commentary for it, and I've done a watch party for Thanksgiving. It's a little over an hour. It's like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like you can definitely do something with Valentine's Day, and I want to see like more Thanksgiving themed. I don't know. You can probably do something with things. Oh, I think of a cool Thanksgiving. This would be interesting. So when you know the whole thing where it's like, oh, you got to get together with your fucking family. It's so dysfunctional. What if it's so dysfunctional people just like, fuck it, and they hate each other so much, and they all start killing each other. And you have that one kid who's just trying to survive the night. Like something sets everybody off and they're all murdering each other. Everyone's trying to survive. They all have their own corner of the house. Isolated. So they go out and then they'll be exposed for murder at this point. So they got to finish each other off. And then they can hide the bodies and get away with it. Like maybe that'd be kind of like a bottle film on Thanksgiving about a family that's just had enough. Families that have had enough of each other's shit, and they just murder each other. That would be interesting to me to do. That'd be kind of cool. And you have that, like, one good kid. I guess some of the Red That's true, State of Blade. I guess it is. Yeah, because those people fucking hate each other. They're all dysfunctional. So you do that. Yeah. Clearly, I've been inspired by Ready or Not. And 4th of July, definitely, you have crazy patriots roaming the country, slaughtering everybody. But yeah, that'd be kind of like The Purge. I feel like my Thanksgiving idea would be the one I want to do. I would like a crazy family reunion. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay, be quiet, someone's going to sue your script. I know. Everyone's stealing my script ideas. Probably someone stole my script ideas for Nightmare on Elm Street, Waking Dreams, and The Dream War about sleep paralysis and paralysis demons. No! What are you going to do, chat? Medea style. Oh, definitely going to do a Medea style one. Hell yeah, chat. I never seen Uncle Sam. No, the horror movie though. Poultry guys. That'd be perfect. There's the name, chat. Well, the other family dysfunction murder movie doesn't work out. I'll do Poultry guys. That's what I'll do. Well, that Jerkin sister did a lot of Friendly Fire. She was the fucking worst. She did. She killed so many people. Oh, a Boxing Day slash me. That'd be good. Everyone trying to return their shit they don't want because they're resentful. That would be. I feel like we can get some more holiday-themed horror films from Valentine's Day, Thanksgiving, 4th of July. Obviously, yes, Christmas and Halloween, they get the most play, obviously. Got some holiday themed, Christmas themed horror movies coming out next month, Chad. Black Friday, which I'm really excited about, which looks like it's set in the Evil Dead universe, which is really cool. Bruce Campbell, which I'm really excited about. But now, Chad, we'll move on to the next question. Ex Mortis, one of my personal favorite songs based on the film The Evil Dead. Speaking of The Evil Dead, speaking of the definition right now, the first film ever of Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell. When I saw the screening of the 40th anniversary of the film, there was a pre-show that had Bruce at a drive-in talking to the fans before the film started. My favorite story was how Bruce asked his dad for whatever was left in his bank account after divorce so he can blow up the film from a 16mm to that 35mm. What was your favorite story coming from the making of the film? Well, I mean, it's like you said, this was a bunch of first-time filmmakers, and you had a really inexperienced crew. I remember where originally they wanted to shoot the movie in Sam Raimi's home state, like near his own property, his family's property. But eventually I think they moved the production to Tennessee, I want to say, which is the location for Evil Dead anyway. Evil Dead 1 and 2. I think they referenced Tennessee off. I think that's also in the Evil Dead series, I want to say. I remember them talking about, I think it was either on the commentary for the movie. Yeah, it was the commentary for the movie, and they were going on how the crew, they were filming, I think like at a bridge scene, and they actually got lost for most of the day. And they got so frustrated, like it took them hours to finally get back to the cabin. And the cabin was a real cabin, chat, that they just fucking found, which is really creepy to me. And it was far away enough from civilization where they wouldn't have to have any people coming on set by accident who didn't know they were filming. And because they had such a shoestring budget, they had so little money, they couldn't afford hotel rooms or motel rooms for anybody, so they all slept there. Then they slept in the cabin while making the movie, Chad. Multiple people had they had to be in a single room, and that led to like a lot of fights. But I just thought it was just really funny to me that they literally got lost on the first day of filmmaking, didn't know where they were going, which is great. And even like their makeup people, and like, we see some of the effects in the film, which are like, oh, these look really cool and makeup's great. But the prosthetics they had, like, they were not, these prosthetic people, these makeup people were not as experienced. And so they didn't apply like the right kind of sticky textures or glue. And so when the actors would like take off the makeup, it like ripped off, I think, one of the actresses' eyebrows because it was so stuck there. And remember, they're like profusely bleeding. And the contact lenses, they said, were so thick that they had to take them out like really quick. So they had to shoot the scenes really quick with the contact lenses because they were so thick, and they wouldn't let people's eyes like breathe. They weren't getting any moisture, so the eyes would dry out so quickly. So they had to constantly take them out. It would take so long to get them in there because they were so obnoxiously large. So that's a lot of that kind of behind the scenes stuff where shit just wasn't working. And it was it's always been very funny to me. But they made it. Look at that. They made a franchise despite getting lost in the woods, despite ripping everyone's fucking eyebrows off who put on that makeup. They made a franchise that's still going on to this day that is supposed to get, I think, an HBO. Isn't it called Rise of the Evil Dead? Which is I guess it's set in the Evil Dead universe, going to take place in a skyscraper. Although I don't believe Ash is going to be in it. It's going to be new characters this time, chat. But yeah, it goes to show you. Look at that. Humble beginnings. Small beginnings, chat. So those are always the ones that I really liked. Woo, chef. And the only thing it makes it juicy. Elko's weird, and I love this clean shave you have, though. It's weird. Thank you, man. It feels good. It feels good. Yeah, smooth as a baby's bottom. Two-part series with Father's Day and of Mother's Day. Ooh, that'd be cool. They shot in a cabin in Tennessee and did the basement scenes in Sam's garage. Oh, is that where they fucking did it? Nice. Very good. I had no idea they did Sam's Garage. Always thought Bruce Campbell would be a great star. That's what I've been saying, CDC. I've been saying that for goddamn years. No one listened to me. Talk about the Uncharted, just like cast Bruce Campbell. He is Sully. Watch Burn Notice shit. He's basically Sully there. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, Chet? Yeah. Just scared just get lost by the random bad comments. Like, oh, God, no. I watched that movie with my mom recently, and when they pulled up at the cabin, she just blurted out, that's bullshit. I wouldn't say that. It looks disgusting. They found it out of the way, but it's like, this is perfect with the movie. And it's like, no. Nope. These documentary doctors was an LSD trip gone wrong for me. Oh, sure. Especially smoking doobies. Taking doobie puffs. That'll do it. Was your Evil Dead series good? I stopped at the first season. And yes, yeah, all the seasons were great. I was a big fan personally. I liked it. The Rise of Bruce Campbell is good producer. He's a good producer, but he's not starring in it, I imagine. I'm scared that's going to be another, what was that? They did the just Evil Dead, that 2013 film with Fede Alvarez, who I'm not the biggest fan of. I was like, that movie suffered from the problem that I had with a lot of, again, there's like, these characters are just shitty. They're reprehensible. I don't like anyone. I don't care that they die. Where you care about Ash. You care about his love for his girlfriend, chat. Not so much Scotty. Not so much Scotty, chat. Now we'll move on to the next question. Fly, based off of the 1986 film The Fly, starring Jeff Goldblum. The movie freaks me out when Goldblum turns into a fly, as it does to everyone. And the transformation was amazing, but also disgusting at the same time. What films of transformations terrified you and girl? I mean, definitely that one. If you guys have not seen David Cronenberg's The Fly, 1986 Fly Chat with Jeff Goldblum, Gina Davis, fucking do so. I love that movie. It's one of my favorite horror films of all time. Definitely one of the best body horror films of all time. Jeff Goldblum, before he becomes, Fly Abomination Man, is hot. He has excellent chemistry with Gina Davis. I think they dated at the time, maybe got married, I forget. But they were in a relationship after the movie came out. And you buy their chemistry. It's like, most of the movie's a romantic drama. And it works until he finally turns into a fly abomination once we get into like the end of the second act. I was like, oh shit. Or when we get to the next 2/3 of the movie. But yeah, no, I let they do it. Like, I love how it's subtle. It's not instantly turns into a fly like the original Vincent Price film. No, it takes fucking time. It takes months for him to become that dickless, bumpy, tumor-infested abomination that we see by the end of the film, chat. And it's so sad. Like, one of my favorite quotes in that film. I'm a man that dreamt... I'm an insect that dreamt he was a man, unloved it, but now the dream's over, and the insect is awake. And she's like, I don't understand. I'm saying is that if you stay here, I'll hurt you. And I was like, oh, God, it's so goddamn good. Movie's vile. Very vile, but the special effects are astounding. Oh, yes. No, it's some amazing practical effects. Produced by Mel Brooks. Yes, that Mel Brooks, chat. Funny man Mel Brooks. Good goes like, wow, okay. It's weird. But to answer your question, other than The Fly, because I would say, The Fly, obviously. I would also say another David Cronenberg movie, Videodrome, chat, with James Woods. Really cool. Where it's it's kind of like a voyeuristic movie about this guy watching these snuff films, and he's becoming a TV fleshy abomination where he literally is able to go inside the TV and interact with things, and then his body becomes a TV. He's able to put videotapes in it. His hand becomes like a grotesque meat gun. He shoots people with meat, and they turn into like meat tumors. It's like, what the fuck? And it was a little disturbing, but it's great. Wonderful and disturbing practical effects and makeup in Videodrome. Another one, probably the greatest werewolf transformation of all time, chat, an American Werewolf in London, directed by John Lennon. There has not been a single werewolf movie since who has managed to match that werewolf transformation scene. I want that. I'm hoping in this new Universal Wolfman movie of Ryan Gosling. I know Leigh Whannell dropped out, which makes me very sad because he's a great director. Really love the Invisible Man. I'm hoping they're going to have a practical effects transformation for... I assume Ryan Gosling is going to be playing the Larry Talbot character, like in the original one with Lon Chaney Jr. So I guess that's what they're going to do. I hope it's practical, chat. I really, really want that. B-Hole Master, 60,000, excuse me. Are you wearing pants? I'm sure cocking it, man. I'm sure cocking. You don't see nothing below the waist. This is a shirt cocking stream, okay? Just so you know. T-Bone. Hi, Chris. Hope you have a good stream. Thank you, T-Bone. I'm doing well, man. Yes. Fuck yeah, Daddy. Oh. See what you guys are saying. Are they trying to... No. I know they're not. They're not doing the Dark Universe. They're doing the right thing where they are doing modernized versions of these classic monsters, Universal monsters, but they're respecting their origins and doing what would work about them. The things that they're capitalizing, the things that define them. Invisible Man, it's his obsession with many things, whether it be his idea, the love of his life, or his technology. He saw the Invisible Man. And hopefully the werewolf, it'll be like just this curse that you have that you're just so terrified of, and the guilt, but you're not even responsible for. You can't control yourself. So we'll see. We'll see, chap. But there's also some other ones. The last one I have is The Thing, of course. John Carpenter's The Thing, Chad, the 1982 body horror sci-fi classic. Actually, The Thing's gonna be one of my other answers as well later on. But yeah, once this organism takes you over, replicates inside of you, turns you into another thing, and it tries to like escape in fear or attack you in fear, or convert you over, the things that pop out of people, it's like every scene that this thing is bursting out is amazing. Whether it be the dog scene in the the kennel, or when we see Norris transform on the operating table, and the head fucking pops out, and all that shit comes out of him, and his tummy becomes a bunch of teeth, chat, and his head becomes a separate little abomination and tries to get away. And then when we eventually get to, oh shit, I'm trying to remember the other character, the hippie guy who smokes pot. I should know these names, chat, at the top of my head. I've seen this film so many goddamn times, but when that character transforms on the fucking couch, and they're going, oh, and he's fucking blah, 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 and he goes onto the fucking ceiling like that. His head opens up like a Venus flytrap, and he starts devouring people. Like, that's a big one. God, what the fuck's that character's name? Oh shit, Palmer. When he transforms, another great scene. Wilford Brimley, when he transforms, shit, I'm all about it. No, every transformation scene in the thing is great. Thing 2012 is terrible. Agreed. Great opinion. I hate that they use all CGI. That film, it's crazy. The Thing is going to be 40 fucking years old next year. It's going to be 40 years old. All right? And it will look better than the 2011 Thing, which came out only 10 years ago. That's fucking nuts. But CGI, it doesn't hold up, chat. It looks outdated after, a few years, especially a decade, especially 20 years. Look at CGI in the 90s, chat. Oofa. Oofa. I always wonder when the Thing observes does get your memories. That's a good question, Lakota. I guess, maybe, possibly. It's trying to be the perfect double, so I assume it does. Maintain those relationships. One of the things they go practical effects. I talked about, I think on a previous Class and Glasscast, I've talked about what my idea for a Thing sequel. And the only way you could do it, because the thing is, what works about the Thing, it's actually related to a question, I think it might be the next one, but the thing that works about the original movie so well, it's setting its location. Antarctica in the dead of winter. This thing has no, it can't replicate any of the species out there because it would die if it get out there. There's not, it can't, everything's snow. It's so fucking cold. So he has to stay. The human body is the warmest place to hide. The famous quote from the poster. And so the only thing he can absorb are the people there. And it can't interact with any other organic matter. And if you either do the same thing again, another facility, but then that's kind of unnecessary because it's like, why? You're just doing the same thing. That's boring. And that's one of the reasons why the 2011 Thing did not fucking work. It's like, this is literally the same thing, except not as good. It doesn't look as good. So you couldn't do it in the winter, and you couldn't bring that thing from the mainland because it would start fucking, oh my God, there's everything here. Jesus, there's bugs and shit. There's little animals. I mean, heat people. It'd be like, you couldn't bring the mainland unless you could turn into a whole new type of movie. But we'd be fucked. It'd be like Wilford Brimley going, well, we're fucked. Thing's going to absorb everybody in 5 goddamn years, and human species, our race will be destroyed. The only way you could actually, I think you can do a proper sequel, you have to think of another isolated environment. And the only other isolated environment where I know wouldn't have access to organic material would be a space station. I think that's where you would have to, if I had to, I don't really want a sequel to the Thing. I was like, no, it's perfect as it is. I love the ending. It's so nihilistic, and it's like goddamn depressing, but it's like, that's how it is. They all made the choice to fucking die. You got to burn the facility down to kill this thing. But if you had to do a sequel, I think a space station would be the best location. And it's trying to get to Earth. And you have these astronauts trying to stop it while also trying to figure out who is the Thing. I mean, again, it's a similar premise, but, at least you're changing the location up, and then you have the vacuum of space to worry about. That's the only... I have to think about that, but that is the only idea that I personally have for a Thing. Some people said a boat, but again, it's like it would just escape into water, and there's so many organisms in the water, so you can't have that either. So, yeah. Plus, I just watched the Thing last night, and even I can't remember some of those characters' names. Also, the prequel was a good sequel. Chris, stop the hate. I will never stop the hate, never. Sequels are important if you repeat material. Kind of why I'm wary about any future Squid Game projects. And that's what happens. Like, it's funny. I recently did a full-length video and audio commentary for Alien. Shall be posting that tomorrow. Hope you guys will enjoy it. But James Cameron did the smart thing. He did 2 big things. One, he adhered to the aesthetic and the world that Ridley Scott and his people had created in the original Alien movie. A very lived-in, dirty, grimy future with big fucking clunky buttons, well-worn technology. It's what we thought in the 70s the future would look like. And he adhered to that in his sequel. However, he changed the setting, or at least we went back to LV-426, but we saw it in a new way. We didn't deal with one alien. We dealt with hundreds of aliens. We dealt with a queen alien. He evolved the physiology. He evolved the characters. He introduced the idea that Ripley was a mother, and that she has motherly feelings towards Newt. We're dealing with colonial Marines instead of blue-collar truckers. Like, that's what evolved the franchise. That's what's like, wow, it was such a great sequel. It was a great sequel. It was a perfect evolution of the original movie. It didn't disrespect it in any capacity. If anything, it just makes it even more enjoyable to watch, because now it's just like, oh, it's more of like an isolated battle film on the ship. But here it's like evolved. And like, this time it's war. And that's what works about the movie so well, because it evolves so much. But still being so reverent of the original film. But then when we get to Alien 3, it makes the mistake. It makes the fucking mistake of just trying to do what the original movie did, where it's one alien, and it disrespects the characters we came to love and appreciate in the previous movie, and how it completely disregarded Hicks and Newt by murdering them in the opening credits, and of course, I mean, wasting Bishop as well. So that was the big thing. So it's a hard, making sequels is fucking hard. But, you know, you got to adhere. I think what works about him is like you adhere to the aesthetic, but you do new things within it. That's the only thing. And I feel like and even Ridley Scott couldn't fucking replicate that. Thank you, by the way, for Thunder Lead to the 10 biddies. But even Ridley Scott couldn't do that. He made the mistake of not adhering to the aesthetic that he fucking created. If you look, I've said this before, look at Prometheus and look at Alien Covenant. Everything's fucking clean. Everything's touchscreens. Everything's holograms. Where was this technology? And these films take place before the events of Alien, chat, in 2093, and I think like around maybe the late 2090s. And Alien takes place in like 2100 something. Doesn't make any goddamn 21. Oh no, it takes place 2093 and then 2103. And I think the events of Alien take place in 2122. I'm gonna say, but it doesn't make any sense. He has prequel disease, chat. He's George Lucas disease, chat. And the things how he evolves the franchise is answering questions that don't need an answer. Matter of fact, by answering these, you make everything kind of stupid. You make things dumb. Like, David's the one who created the aliens? Really? This villainous okay. All right. It's better not knowing. I love guessing. It's like, are the aliens like a biological weapon? Are they the super invasive species that maybe the space jockey was in his kind were running from? Like, we don't know, but it's fun to speculate. But now we know that a creepy ass Michael Fassbender made these things. It's like, that's fucking lame. It's lame. Oh Lord. Yeah, it's true. Without aliens, we didn't have Doom or Halo. Very true. Yeah. Underground facility. That's not bad, Lakota. Underground facility. That could work. I can see that. Thank you for answering my horror Ice Nine Kills related questions this month. I love horror and the band a lot. I'm happy to answer them, man. Happy to answer them. Yo, Chris, how's the Halloween movie talks going so far? It's going well, Casey. No, it's been fun. I'm answering Class and Glass questions. We'll be doing a watch party in a bit. It's going to be a late night. I'm going to try to get 2 movies in here. We'll see what we can do with you, but it'll be late. We'll be up late. Maybe we'll do one tonight. Maybe we'll do the 2 others like tomorrow or something, or maybe later during the week. I mean, it's still spoopy to me, damn it. The first week of November is still spoopy to me. So maybe we'll do some watch parties for some of these films, chat. Maybe have some fun. Maybe we'll do it at the end of the stream. But we'll definitely do at least one tonight. Because I'm telling you, chat, I got to give you the thick, robust, girthy, well-endowed answers on the Patreon. You know me. The only thing that they couldn't commit in the Thing prequel is that all the crew was Norwegian. The Thing prequel in all subtitles would have been. I think it would have been great. I think, but they didn't. Yeah, they couldn't commit to that. You're right. Because they got to appeal to a world audience, and also those Americans. But yeah, it didn't work. Fuck. Maybe, and this is a big fucking maybe, the technology is great over time in Alien 1. Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing you can. I think that's what George Lucas has said to explain why the prequels look like an Apple store. But I just don't buy it. But yeah, I mean, that is possibly an explanation. But at the same time, it's just like, yeah, don't like it. Don't like it. It's going to be a bio weapon. That's what I always assumed. You think they were invasive species or something. It's always Fassbender. Always do something. He plays evil too good, chap. I think sequel in a small town isolated in Antarctica can work. I guess, but I mean, are there towns in Antarctica? Maybe little communities. I mean, research stations and shit. I don't think there's towns. I think it's like more like, like towns in Alaska or like, the Canadian, northern portion. But I don't know. There's Antarctica towns. Maybe there is. I don't know. I shouldn't say. I don't know. And aliens came from black goo. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. The black goo is such a big MacGuffin. I fucking hate the black. I hate the black goo. I hate it so much. It's literally black goo. What can it do? Anything you want. That is lazy. When you have a device or a thing in a movie that literally does anything you want, it's like, oh, what the fuck? That is such an easy get out of jail card. Like, in situations like, how do we do this? How do we defeat the monster? Use black goo. Oh no, the monster's evolving. How did it evolve? Black goo. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. I hate the black goo. I don't want it. I was like, oh, there it is. So stupid. And how they use it. It's like, why does it turn everything evil? I don't know. It's black goo. It is the biggest of MacGuffins. Android Magneto made the Xenomorphs to wipe out humans for mutants. Yeah, I guess so. And there's no explanation as to why he wants to make Xenomorphs. Like, why do you want to do that, David? I don't know. I'm evil. Okay. Thanks, David. Do a stream tomorrow? I might do a stream tomorrow, Glee. I might end up doing one. Yeah. I'll keep you guys updated if I do. Well, the one good thing about the Thing prequel was the scene with the teeth lines, but that was so tense, which any of those stories just couldn't have shit. I guess, but it felt like oh, it's just another version of the blood test. It's like, and the blood test I thought was better. Yeah, it was doing the same thing, it's just slightly different, but still the same. Yeah. But I know a lot of people like that scene, so I get it. Step off from the heating of the blood and the petri dish. I like the blood thing. I thought that made more sense. Because what if I fucking chat? I don't have any filings in my mouth. Okay? Oh, I don't have any cavities. All right? Like all my teeth that had cavities or had filings, they're fucking gone. And so I'd be fucked just because I practice good dental hygiene, which is something they bring up in the movie later on. So, I think it'd be cold as fuck. No one would want to live up there or down there in Antarctica. 30 Days of Night is one of the best. I like 30 Days of Night a lot. That took place in Alaska, though. Isn't that like the northernmost post of Alaska? Because black ants goo. Black goo solves everything. That's right, Saris. That's right. I don't know if you saw the most recent Black Christmas remake, but there's black goo in that. Of course there is. I have not. I've only seen the original. Black Christmas, which is good. Might do a review for that this Christmas share, this upcoming December. I might do an audio video commentary if you vote for it. Yeah. That's Venom and Spider-Man. Yeah, it's Venom and Spider-Man. Funny enough, they did a Venom story, which is just the Thing. It's like they literally, the author just like, I'm just going to do the Thing, except it's Venom. It's the Venom symbiote. It's like, what? Black goo is the best tool ever. Buy it now for $19.99 a month for 3 months. And then it'll eat you. Because it can do anything. Well, not evil, just everything goes crazy. The black goo, like evolution, just evolves whatever it touches. True. But it turns it evil. Though. It turns it violent. Speaking of black goo, the Black Christmas remake of 2019 was absolute shit. Talking about black goo just reminded me of that. So, wow, black goo apparently was okay. I'm interested in seeing that now. I didn't see the one from the 2000s, this new one. He wants to create a superior species because he can. But wouldn't that be... He has a line in Prometheus where I think he's talking to the Shocker from Spider-Man Homecoming. Dr. Charlie Holloway. And because David's asking him, why do you want to ask the engineers why they made you? Isn't that irrelevant? You're already here. And he goes, well, I mean, we want these questions, David. And he's like, well, why did you make me? And he goes, because we can. And David goes, now, how disappointing for you to hear that statement, that answer. He's like, ha ha ha, boy. And he calls him boy a lot in the movie because for whatever reason he hates androids and refers to them negatively. So, yeah. Yeah, sure. Says myself like, no, Newsy Ducky, don't do it. Don't fucking do it. And we have trace smells through the body. That's true. Yes. Wait, you shaved? Did you and Corey do the costume? Nope. Corey backed out at the last minute. Didn't even tell me. My chat, the people you see here, the Juicy Gangsters, the Revenites, and the Toasties, they informed me of Corey's deception. And so I did my own tonight. Although I kind of did more of a Jack Nicholson thing because I realized I kind of look like Jack Nicholson from The Shining. So Mel Gibson didn't work out, but Jack Nicholson did. We had some fun. People were very generous for that. So, yeah, he did not do it, chat. He did not do it. Kung Fu Kenny, ready for God of War? Yeah, absolutely, man. Ragnarok, yeah. I love the last one. I love 2018. Damn, Chris looks up. Thank you, Sebastian. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I got your baby face. I got some baby cheeks. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's not bad so far. It's pretty good. I got a little bit of that stubble, too. It'll grow back soon as well. Ivan is greater than the black. Oh, yes, very much so. No, Jack, the one time I played a D&D game when we had to find a werewolf amongst a group of people that I took inspiration from the thing instead of blood test, we did a silver test. That's funny. That's really fucking cool. Nice. Punk bust. Corey, be a punk busted, chat. Bono. I'm not Jim Belushi. Is there a DT stream tomorrow? Probably. Probably a Sunday service as far as I know. I might go up there for the trivia. With Newsy Ducky. Lots of fun. Did Corey contact you, Newsy Ducky, before I move on to the next question? Because I asked him about it. Like, are we doing this trivia tomorrow? And he said yes. Yeah. I'm going to give Corey shit tomorrow. And said, yes, do it. Do it. Do it. But be kind about it. Be kind about it. Just call him a punk buster. That'll be appropriate enough. Mentioned Corey on the stream yesterday. He knows, but kind of just moving off the stream thinking it's ducking it. Yeah, he's ducking it right now. He's ducking it. He's ducking it, Glee. That's like, It's Squish Shelley Duvall. Thankfully not. I'll say that. Thankfully she is not Shelley Duvall. And no offense to Shelley Duvall. I mean, well, I kind of already insulted her, but she has a particular look, you know? But Squish definitely does not look like Shelley Duvall. Thank God. Oh, man. No, I've not been contacted by Corey. All right. Okay. He, I asked him today, and he said that we're doing it. So, I mean, who knows at this point? I want to keep you in the loop too, Newsy Ducky. So, sorry about that. Corey blew it. He blew it. Yeah. Too bad. Could have fun. Now he's probably getting drunk right now at his party. See, chat? They're doing a big old Halloween party, chat, eating food and drinking. But I want to spend my time with you guys. I want to go to no punk busters party who betrays me. I want to be with the people who stand by me, chat, who support me, and who are so kind to me and call me Jim Belushi. Those are the people I'm going to be with tonight. I'm a man of the people. This is what I do, chat. It's the least what I can do. You provide me with my living. Without you, I would be nothing. So thank you for that. Seriously, cheers and salute to you, chat. May the last swig is for you here. May the wings of liberty never lose a feather. You're shaking the pillars of heaven as we speak. Thank you for making this a very fun Halloween Eve. And now Halloween, chat. Appreciate you. I will wait with all my skips on then. Thank you, Newsy Ducky. And thank you, Ducky. I have another 100 biddies crying. Thank you. For you overdose. Whoa, Lakota. Very kind. Xylon. Thank you, Xylon. I Go by Ghost. Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing well. Just passing by to wish you all good night. May my haunting bless you with eternal happiness. I Go by Ghost. I appreciate you, man. Have a fantastic night. Haunt until you obtain that eternal happiness too, because you deserve to be happy. So thank you for that. You were my brother, Corey. I loved you. I can definitely do a Ben Kenobi. I don't have the beard anymore. I can definitely do a Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan chat. One day I can achieve that. For now, I'm just going to go as Jack Nicholson. That's the only thing I can pull off at the moment. Oh, Lord. Variant Exploder, good to see you. I say it's not a party if you ain't... Oh, Variant Exploder, thank you. Oh, I appreciate that, guys. No, the party's right here. I'm having a lot of fun. This is kind of nice to sit back, Jack, because we're going to be watching a movie soon. Watching a horror movie. I'm going to get myself another brewski. I'm going to make some popcorn. It's going to be a good time, Chat. Joshua came from Mel Gibson. Got a paper towel mascot. I said that. I said I look like the Brawny Man. I have the jacket on before I took it off. Well, Josh, actually, I look a little bit like Jack. Let's bring Jack back. Let's bring Jack for the build because we got some new people in here. People might not know what's been going on. Let me go ahead and show you. Ah, there he is, Jack. Good old Jack. Looking good. Looking very good. How you doing, brother? Hold on, let me get my hair right. Yes. Very nice. Devin. Good to see you, Devin. Yeah. When we watching, I'm going to have you guys vote on Money Marvelous. I have 3 options for you guys. It'll either be The Evil Dead, 1981, the original Evil Dead, Day of the Dead, George Romero's Day of the Dead, or Chopping Mall. That's what we have for you as options. But yeah, Rad Rob. We'll continue on. I said the beard, you could have been L. Well, people have been saying that. People were mentioning that beforehand. I know this flannel, chap. This flannel. It's not bad. It's comfortable. I'll admit, Chad, it's comfortable. I'm digging it. I like it, Chad. Whenever if I ever do a The Shining review or scene by scene breakdown or commentary, I gotta wear this flannel, baby. I gotta wear the flannel. Datu and Isaac, I was answering your questions, good sir. And yeah, I'll definitely be doing an Extra Life charity stream this upcoming Saturday, good sir. Happy to. I've done 3 charity streams before, so happy to do this one. It'd be perfect to be doing Class and Glasscast. But yeah, let me go ahead and continue on with the questions. But that was the last question. That was the last question from that was a question from literally. Okay. So now I think we are moving on to who is this? Is this okay, who's the oh shit, hold on, let me get the person's name. Sorry, I didn't write it down. Let me go ahead and figure out who this is. Oh, it's Duncan Henry. It's Stefan. All right, Stefan. So we got 6 questions left, chat. Let's go ahead and get into them. Then we'll go ahead and watch a movie film. Have you guys vote in the movie film. Hey, Chris, sorry I'm late. Some uterus crab snake thing attacked my face, and I was out for a while, but I should be fine now. That's good. I'm sure there's nothing, growing in your tummy. Anyway, you reviewed the lesser Alien films this week. Indeed, Alien 3, Resurrection, and Prometheus. It got my brain a-turning. Question 1. The Alien series is a series that never bounced back after only 2 movies. True. Yet by hook or crook, it still has so many movies and is an iconic part of our culture. Yes. What are some other cultural phenomena where the majority is just bad? A couple off the top of my head, chap. Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. The only one I like is I love the original Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. Such a fun movie. Wonderful adventure film, chat, from the early 2003, I want to say. That was back in the day when we weren't fucking sick of Jack Sparrow. It was like, oh, I love this character. Johnny Depp's doing such a great job. There's a lot of CGI in that, of course. It's aged pretty well, I would say, but there's a lot of practical effects. Disney, who knew that a movie based on a theme park ride would be so awesome? It was like, oh, great, a new fucking franchise to enjoy. And I thought Dead Man's Chest was boring and had awful pacing issues. And I really disliked how they wrote the characters and how, for whatever reason, even though Jack Sparrow and Will Turner and Elizabeth Swann were all fucking friends at the very end. Like, Will was like, I will lay down my life for Jack. He's fucking fighting him constantly in the next 2 movies. They hate each other. It's like, what is this? What happened? It never set well with me. I really disliked that. So definitely Pirates. Another one is, I love the first Terminator. I love the second Terminator. And Terminator 3 is okay. I think it's okay. It's not bad. I won't say it's like, oh, this is awful, but nowhere near as good as the original 2. But yeah, Terminator franchise, another one. Where Terminator 4, interesting idea, setting in the far future, getting a great actor in Christian Bale, but underusing him too. Just didn't work out. Terminator Genesis, awful movie, probably the worst of the franchise. And this most recent one, which is a direct sequel to Terminator 2, changing the timeline. That one didn't work at all. Terminator, was it Dark Fate? Even bringing in Tim Miller of Deadpool fame. Couldn't do it. Sadly, definitely the Terminator franchise. The first 2 films are great. Everything else just either mediocre or goddamn bad. Transformers is one, but I'm not a big fan of a lot of the Transformers movies. Like the first one, I think is fine. I was like, oh, this is enjoyable. I get it. It's like, all right, big action movie, robots hitting each other. All right, little outdated references, but I get it. And then after that, Revenge of the Fallen was like, that was a horrible theater experience, and all the other ones that I've seen, awful. However, I really did like Bumblebee. Bumblebee was like, whoa, this is very positive. I liked it. That was the heart. People with Transformers were talking about the heart's missing from these movies. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? But after seeing it, I was like, oh, I get it now. Because I never grew up with Transformers. I mean, I saw the original movie like years after I saw the Michael Bay Transformers films. I was like, and I was like, okay. But then after seeing Bumblebee, I was like, oh, I get it. All right. Yeah, you get a little bit of that E.T. DNA in there, too. And I really liked Bumblebee a lot. And the first movie is like, it's okay. It's entertaining enough. All the other ones, blech. No, thank you. And another one, chap. The Star Wars, I suppose. I guess I would say Star Wars at this point. I love the original trilogy. You guys know I've done reviews for all those movies. I've done commentaries for the original trilogy and some of the prequels as well. But I love A New Hope. I love Empire Strikes Back, and I love Return of the Jedi. I have posters for some of the movies too. I gotta show off my apartment more. I gotta do either a stream or showcase how my apartment's looking. It's really nice looking now. I got these beautiful posters framed in this nice black wood and glass frames. They're gorgeous. I got one for the original Star Wars poster and also for the original Empire Strikes Back. I'm so proud of them. They look great in my my living room and my little kitchen area. But yeah, the prequels. I mean, listen, like I said, prequels have some good ideas, chat. There's no doubt about that. In episode 1, 2, and 3, isolated, there are some sequences that I'm like, oh, this is really cool. But overall, it's like, fucking Christ. This is the origin story of Anakin Skywalker. This is the best you can do. Sloppy. Mess. The questions we wanted answers to were not the answers we wanted. And then we got the Disney era trilogy. And like, I like The Force Awakens a lot. I did think, like, listen, it has some problems. They need another Death Star. Like, don't need that. I don't care that it blows up 5 planets. I don't want another Death Star. What was the other thing? What was the other big thing about that movie that I'm trying to shit? Oh, I mean, yeah, it's very similar to A New Hope in structure and plot. I agree, but I thought it laid down a really good foundation. I liked all the characters initially. Like, I liked Finn. I liked Rey. I liked Poe Dameron, even though he's barely in the movie. I liked that. I liked, how they dealt with a lot of the legacy characters. Thought that was cool. I was like, okay, this is a good, solid start. Very entertaining. And then Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker, not a fan, sadly. I like Rogue One. I have some issues with it, but I like Rogue One. Solo, I thought, was just really mediocre. And so, yeah, I guess the majority of those films are, I mean, if you could say, it's like, yeah, most of the exception of, I mean, the original trilogy, I think, is great. I love the original trilogy. All the other ones, like, I like Force Awakens. I like Rogue One. Other than that, the rest I'm not a fan of. Not a fan of, personally. So, yeah, I guess you put Star Wars up in there. A lot of these big franchises, when they continue on, they go on for too long. They either flounder. They peter out. Sometimes quick, sometimes very quick. Other times it takes a little while. Yeah. I haven't seen Mandalorian because episode 9 sucks so hard. Mandalorian, I really like Mandalorian. I have some issues with it. There's some budgetary things. I'm like, God, this could look better. But Mandalorian is definitely, that's a good way to get back in the good grace of the fans. Last season of Clone Wars is, I think, very good for the most part. Bad Batch, I really love Star Wars: The Bad Batch. So that's great. So, but I like Mandalorian. I forgot about that. But yeah, the Mandalorian. That's a good point. What about no Death Star? What about a death planet? Okay. Does it blow up? Does it blow up one? But no, it blows up 5 planets. Okay. Well, the thing is about that, now they're bringing in all that. It's funny to me. People like Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, they're bringing in all the expanded universe. Now, Grand Admiral Thrawn is back. They brought him back in Rebels, and it looks like he's going to be in the new Ahsoka series. And I'm a huge fan of Grand Admiral Thrawn. I'm a Thrawn lover, so hopefully to see more of him. I'm hoping, chat. I'm looking forward to that too. Like, there's still stuff I'm liking. Ezra, I'm right there with the Gen man. I'm still excited about all these things. But yeah, I mean, sadly, a big reason why I think the movie's just, but it's like, oh, wow, they had no plan. They just had no plan with those. And listen, I know the criticism is like, well, George Lucas didn't have a plan either. True. But fucking, it worked out, thankfully, for the most part. This movie, it just didn't. You had two, especially when you had 2 directors who were just not on the same page in any regard, with Rian Johnson and J.J. Abrams. It was like one hand was not knowing what the other one was doing. And it's a shame. It's a goddamn shame. But yeah, those are some of the ones I thought about the top of my head, Chad. But now we'll move on to question 2. The alien movies have a weird relationship with sex and birth. Alien rape, horrific reproduction, pregnant alien mamas. What are some other horror franchises that have unnerving, horrifying sexual undertones? A couple. Roman Polanski's Rosemary's Baby, chat. Where, I mean, you have a woman who is literally raped and impregnated by the devil, and she carries and gives birth to the Antichrist. And apparently she's being, watched over by various Satan worshipers that her husband's been a part of for this whole time. So then she's been caught up in this cabal, this thing that her life has been controlled for. I mean, her entire life has been controlled, chat, for this moment, so she can breed the son of Satan. That's pretty horrifying, chat, being violated in that way and realizing this thing that is supposed to be one of the great things of your life, giving birth to a child, someone you love, is Satan's spawn. Holy shit, not great. Not great. So definitely that one, Rosemary's Baby, is high on that list. Another one, Reanimator, chat, deals with a lot of sex. Where it's like, oh, because first if you think Reanimator, it's like, what are you talking about? No, sex up. Well, about you have the hair. Oh god, what's the character's name from Reanimator? Jeffrey Combs' character. Shit, Herbert West. Adaptation of H.P. Lovecraft, who invents this formula that basically brings the dead back to life, but they're all kind of fucked up. But you have this one guy who's very jealous, his older professor, who uses the same formula on other subjects. Eventually, Herbert West finds this out, kills that guy, cuts his fucking head off, brings him back, and now he's just like, well, fuck it. Now that you cut my head off and now I'm a zombie man, I want to have lustful sex, or, you know, not even sex, Jam. He's going after that one that got Barbara Crampton's character, where he literally takes his severed head, chat. His body picks up. He's like, he has her strapped down to a gurney, completely naked, chat. Bazungas and the hoo-ha right down there. Takes his severed head, and he fucking goes to town, chat, giving her oral sex. It's like, holy shit. Very disturbing, very gross. Fucked up, but hey, it's effective, but you know, it's also disgusting. Other one, Chad, is The Brood. For me, well, I think it was like David Cronenberg's first movie, one of his first movies, where the whole concept, you had this woman who has these, who's in a very a poor relationship with her husband, and you know, she's very abusive, and she has these growths on her body that grow into these weird children who are like rabid, and they attack people. That she has a psychic connection with the children, and they attack people. And there's this one fucking famous scene when she literally takes off her shirt, and you see all these weird fucking tumor babies all growing on her abdomen, on her bazungas, chat, and she like rips one off and starts like licking it like a cat. It's like, oh my God. So it makes pregnancy not all that attractive looking. It's like, Jesus Christ. Well, it's time for me to turn in. Hope you'll have a spooky night. Take care. Cartoon Muppet, thank you for stopping by the stream. Ending on a high note, talking about tumor babies and zombie oral sex and Satan spawns. Boss, okay, Chris just naming one more white guy you could be before I go. Josh Peck. Oh, man. Really? Josh Peck, really? Oh, man. Okay. Which Josh Peck? The fat version or the I've suddenly lost a lot of weight version? What version? You better answer correctly, Luke the Boss. You better fucking answer correctly. Which version? All right. What's the movie called? Of The Brood. It's called David Cronenberg. Well, it is also free on YouTube. You want to check that out? Yeah. Fat. God damn it. Mean. Man, you guys are bullies. Whichever makes you happy. You guys are big time bullies, chat. My Lord. But those are some big ones right there. I would recommend checking out Rosemary's Baby, Reanimator, and The Brood. Question 3. Michael Fassbender's David is one of the most efficient assholes I've seen in a film. Very much like Ash from the original. Ian Holmes' character of Ash, Bilbo Baggins. What other behind-the-scenes villains have you admired who just got shit done? Yeah, I had to think about this. I was like, okay, so villains that they may not be like the main villains, or maybe they're like a recurring threat, but they're always doing some shit in the background. But it's funny, chat, but like Silence of the Lambs, like the main person that people think like, oh, so the Lambs, yeah, Hannibal Lecter and shit, but he's not the one that Clarice Starling is going after. It's the character of Buffalo Bill. That's who they're going after, who's skimming them women, chat. You know, to make himself a woman suit. And Clarice Starling, Jodie Foster, is going to see Anthony Hopkins' Hannibal Lecter to get advice on how to track down this killer, whether Hannibal Lecter's had a connection to this guy before. But how he manipulates the situation for himself and inevitably escapes is pretty goddamn good. Everything from getting himself out of the Baltimore asylum to getting into the city, able to get a hold of certain objects while also manipulating Clarice, manipulating the guards, letting everyone's guards down until he's fucking finally free and is out on the lam, chat. So I would say Hannibal Lecter in the original Silence of the Lambs doing things behind the scenes, because Buffalo Bill is technically the main villain of that movie. Another character that I just thought of recently, David Xanatos from Gargoyles. It's like, I guess he is the main villain of the series. He's the recurring threat, but he's always doing, even if he's not the main threat of an episode, he's always doing shady shit in the background. Even if he's like, I'm not doing anything wrong. You see my hands. I'm not doing anything. And the situation, no matter how it turns out, he always gets something out of it. He's the kind of villain that's like, wow, you're really fucking successful. Like, it's like, sir, your fucking, gargoyle robots got destroyed. Well, now we know we can build better robots. Now we know how the gargoyles attack them, what they exploit, and we'll make sure that they can't exploit them, and we'll bamboozle them next time. Alan Rickman, he goes, oh, so it's brilliant. And so David Xanatos is that guy that's always working behind the scenes, and he's like, all right, even that, hey, It may appear that I lose, but it's just a lesson for me to do even better next time. He's not one of those villains that's like Skeletor's like curses or, Cobra Commander. He's like, no, I'm going to learn from this. I'm going to become even more evil and even more efficient. And he even changes over time in the series, chat. That's a big one for me. Shockwave, welcome to stream, my Mass Effect lore master. Good to see you, Shockwave. Hope you're doing very well. I'm playing Jack Nicholson right now. Hope you're liking it. Good to see you. Good sir. Fellow N7. Put the lotion in the basket. Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. They named a trope after him, Xanatos Gamble. Oh, really? I had no idea. That's awesome. Thick Josh. I'll take Thick Josh. I'll take it, chat. Those are two for me. Hannibal Lecter and Dave Zams. I don't know if there's anyone else. I was really trying to think. Villains that work constantly behind the scenes. That come up on top. Those are the big ones that I could think of, chat. But now, we'll move on to question 4. The franchise of Aliens deals with an Ouroboros effect in my opinion, by going into itself too much and explaining too much. Origins are not always necessary. Final conclusions for characters aren't always necessary. What are some franchises that left well enough alone, that didn't delve so deep into themselves that they stripped out all the mystery and allure? Star Wars, as I said before, obvious answer again. We're going to explain the origins of Darth Vader, how he fell to the dark side. Fucking cool. Always a whiny little kid who's going on about fucking sand, how it's coarse, rough, and irritating, gets everywhere, and he's in an inappropriate relationship with a pedophile woman named Padme Amidala. And he was very happy of his slave life, chat, when he was owned by a very racist Jewish stereotype. It's like, yeah? Okay. And The Matrix. Oh, Helmet Zero. That's a good one, person, man. It's very good. Oh, Loki. Yeah. Oh, my God. Some of these obvious ones I forgot. Jesus Christ. Absolutely Loki for behind-the-scenes villain. And Helmet Zero. Yeah, he does great. Yeah, it's Civil War. It's like he's the main villain, and yet he causes all this conflict. He's very fucking good at that. Very nice. Those gammas when your plan still works, even in failure. Ha! That's great. That's really good. But Star Wars, obviously, explaining this is like, oh, this could have been cool. Sometimes it can be. Sometimes it is. Sometimes they can fix it. Dave Filoni famously fixed a lot of that shit. And The Matrix, chap. The more we learned the more we learned about The Matrix, the dumber it got, the more convoluted it got. The more philosophical they got, the more pretentious and up their own ass they got. Again, I've famously said many times, chat, when they went to the Metavillagian or whatever the fuck that guy's name was in the second movie in Matrix Reloaded, and he's going on about talking about philosophy and shit, and it's all about, me making this one girl in this red dress have an orgasm, and she takes a bite of cherry pie. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? What is going on? And that's when I realized, I'm like, oh, I'm watching a really bad movie. I'm watching a really fucking bad movie. And I was like, oh, man, that was bad, and then Matrix Revolutions killed it. I am interested in Resurrections, chat. I'm interested in this fourth Matrix. I'm hoping for the best. But fucking simplify that shit. Don't get fucking philosophical. Don't get philosophical about orgasms, chat. Come on now. The Metallurgium. I don't know what the hell his name is. Nonsense. Absolute goddamn nonsense. Oh, Lord. Oh, Killmonger. Yeah. Secret Hentai.club. That was the name of his club in the movie. Yeah, so those are the big ones for me, but the more they explain, the more it's like, God, this is just fucking dumb. I mean, getting philosophical about organs can be pretty compelling. I was not compelled. Maybe I should have eaten some of that cherry pie, chap. When Qui-Gon explained the Force, Anakin said, oh, yes, exactly. Oh, yeah, the Force explanation. It's actually, so, as we learned in the original trilogy, chat, anyone can learn the Force. You just have to train it. You have to fucking believe. You have to have faith. You have to concentrate, okay? It's going to take time. It's not going to be instantaneous. It's hard fucking work. And that's why we buy into Luke's journey to become a Jedi Knight by the end of the Return of the Jedi, chat. He's like, oh, you finally achieved that after those 3 fucking films. And then anyone, you could do it, Han. You can do it, Leia. Anyone could do it. I love that. And then when they did Phantom Menace, it's like, nope, only particular people who have these little microscopic organisms called midichlorians can do it. So if I don't have a high midichlorian count, you can't do it. That's right. You can't be a Force user. It's like, fuck you. It's the Metrovingian. That name doesn't make any goddamn sense. I can never remember his name because I just don't care to remember it. The Merovingian. Oh, my Lord. That is I don't like to use the word pretentious, but that is a pretentious ass name. Oh, I hate it. Luke the Boss. Oh, snap. They get their videos, by the way. Oh, snap. I was falling. Oh, snap. So I was falling asleep and was awoke because I heard the Matrix talk. I will say that unlike the Star Wars prequels, I really do love the Matrix origins that were explained and shown in the Animatrix. I like the Animatrix. I like that one. I like that one, Jeff. Anyone could do it. It's in your blood. In your blood. Anyone can do it. God damn it. Yeah. Yeah. Sucks. I hate it, Jeff. I was realizing Jet Li supposed to play the Ghost Matrix 2 and 3. I have no idea. That I do not know. I can come up with my imaginary organisms too. Middle what the fuck is cinema? I like that, man. You're George Lucas. Now, someone pay this man. Give him his goddamn money. I'm going to get some goddamn money. I can't do my George Lucas voice anymore, Chad, where I can, but I need that beard. I need that George Lucas beard. It's going to take me time to grow it back now. Uh-oh. But now, Chad, we're on to the second last question. Question 5. The Alien franchise is tied, to the slogan in space, no one can hear you scream. Space is one of those horrific settings. Agreed. Especially with an 8-foot nightmare chasing you and you have nowhere to go. What are some other truly horrific settings and why? Obviously in space, like the Nostromo, or even on an alien world, a planetoid like LV-426, like in the setting of aliens in that facility, that's completely covered with a hive and nowhere you can go. Definitely. Those are horror scenarios, chat. Like, we are fucked no matter what. Like, we can't stay here. We can't get outside because we will die. And so we have to just deal with the situation the best we possibly can. But I love that because the risks are so high, Chad. The danger is so high, and you never know where the threat is. That's why I love the Nostromo, and I love the setting, like Hadley's Hope, the colony, when they start to colonize the world in LV-426, because they're huge facilities. Like, Nostromo is a huge fucking ship, and it's like, this thing can be anywhere, and everything's dark and grimy and lived in and poorly lit. It's like, fuck, this is a nightmare. I would get lost. That's my thing. I would get lost and it would find me. That's what's inevitably going to happen, Chip. Like, even Ripley in Alien, she's got to use flares to so she can backtrack right after she gets nuked from the Queen's egg chamber. And it's like, you might get fucking lost if you're not with the group. Unless you're a map guy. If you have map balls, maybe you can. But as Prometheus showed, even if you have map balls, chat, you can't find your way back. But some other ones that obviously came to mind. Outpost 37 in The Thing, chat, which we just mentioned before. It's a research facility in the Antarctic in the dead of winter. If we go outside, we're going to die of exposure. And then, we can't stay here, though. We got to deal with this thing because there's this alien organism that's absorbing us and turning it into itself. And so we got to deal with that. We have no idea who it is. Who is the thing? Love that scenario, Chad. I love the setting. Thank you, by the way. Who was that with that nice little follow? Emery's HL thing. My new Huckleberry. Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing very well. But another one, a film that I brought up a couple times. I don't think it gets a lot of love because it came out during that era of horror where it was just taken over by torture porn, where Saw was the big thing, Hostel was the big thing, and it always bothered me. But The Descent, which came out in 2006, chat, which is about a group of friends, spelunkers, cave divers, and they went to the Appalachian Mountains or something. And they're going through this cave system, and it's filled with, and it's so claustrophobic. Even before you get to the monsters in the movie, it's so claustrophobic and it's scary, and it's completely dark, and you can only rely on your little flashlights, little lights that you have, and you have people that you just don't like that are with you. It's a really cool setting. But then you also have subterranean bat monsters you gotta deal with, chat, which is never good. That really just want to grab you and then eat you and eat your face. And maybe, I don't know, use you for breeding purposes. I don't know. In any case, it's not good. But really, really love The Descent. I think that's often a super overlooked horror film from the 2000s, because that decade was just defined by a lot of movies like Saw and Hostel. I'm just like, Lost, it was kind of like that Lost film. But I really like that movie. It's great. If you've not seen The Descent, highly recommend checking it out. Shockwave Scares horror movie setting, the ocean, Jaws. That's another good one. Ocean's good. Ocean's good. We're trapped inside a house of evil people, Night of the Living Dead. Another great one. Great picks, Shockwave. Great picks. Pro, you heading out, Pro? Thank you so much, man. Have a great evening. Appreciate you. The Force of Star Wars, you can be anything you put your mind to. The Force episode, you have to be rich of midichlorians. Rich. Well endowed with midichlorians. We've also got to include The Hotel on Shining. Another great pick. I never watched the movie all the way through. No, that's great. You are isolated. You are fucked. If you go outside, you die. Obviously. Big one for me. Serious, the first Silent Hill movie was pretty good, but the second one was not. You know what? I've done a review for that one, and it does some good stuff. I think I like it for the most part. I don't remember what I gave. I think I gave it like a high rental, low matinee. But yeah. Bacon Lady. I remember Bacon Girl. I think that was the villain of the movie, Bacon Girl. I give it a Saw. It's just too much. The first Saw is the best one. Like I will say, like I like the first Saw, and I like the third Saw, because that's when they're really the most character focused. But then after that, like Saw 2 and all the other ones, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, but I do appreciate Saw 3. I like the main character in that. But Saw 2 just has some really dumb characters you're with, and after Saw 4 on, I was like, oh Jesus. Come on now. Silent Hill movie had its heart in the right place. Yes, I agree. It did. Emery's, have you ever seen? I know Chris Ayers is a big Saw fan. He's a major supporter of the franchise. He appreciates it. Unlike me. Have you ever seen The Moon? That's a good, weird kind of horror space movie. The Moon. Is that with Sam Rockwell? That one? Moon? Yeah, I've seen that. I like that movie. I liked it. I think Kevin Spacey plays his little robot friend, if I'm correct. If that's what you're referring to, I don't know if there's another movie called The Moon. I know a movie called Moon, I believe. I liked it. I dug it. Yeah. Moon was cool. Moon was cool. Yeah. I thought Silent Hill 2 was an alright film. I'll review it someday. I'm going to give it a shot. But now, chat, I have one last thank you. Huge thank you, chat, to Stefan Ducking Henry for submitting those questions. Appreciate your support, sir, on this platform, along with all the other platforms. The last question is from Austin, who says, one simple question. Could we get a reaction to this video? Okay. I got a video from Osnick, chat. When the fuck did I say that? I said that I like the first thing and the rest suck, and even then they'll kind of blend together for me. Except, okay, I thought you liked the other movies. Okay, I'm sorry. It's like, excuse me. I'm not saying you're wrong for liking them. Okay. I know that you like. I know you like those movies more than me. At least the first three more than me. I will say that. I genuinely inside. I didn't know I saw that. I just know he was a big fan. I'm just like, he has a lot of appreciation for him. I thought you liked the other ones too. My mistake, chat. Yeah, once someone else starts writing, the series takes a nosedive. Fair enough. God, man. What did I do? I don't understand. Why are you yelling at me? Oh, that's great. Oh, my Lord. Okay. Let's get this browser. Oh, Alien trailer. Let's react to this video from Osnick. What we got here? Oh, chat. Goddamn great. Let me give is Eli Handel B? Is that the guy's name? Let me pay some respect to this individual. Make sure we have the right guy here, chat. Eli Handel B.wave. Amazing. Amazing videos. But chat, now we're gonna be moving on